Yes, people, welcome back to DR Sports. Welcome back to Life with Robbie. Woo! He's back in the building. It's good to see you, man.
Good to see you. I missed you. You was in Hong Kong.
I literally left in the morning. You got there in the evening. How was it? Did you like the hotel?
Yeah, the hotel was nice.
Nice. Great view, wasn't it?
Great view of my view. Was of the training ground.
Yeah.
So I could actually see Tottenham training.
Oh.
Like every day I could see them training.
Did you?
Huh?
Close the
No,
curtains.
I was interested, man. I was interested to see them training, you know what I mean? But they were training on that training ground just behind.
That's where Liverpool were.
Yeah. And the ground itself, unreal ground. And
Aircon was
a proper
nice
football ground as well, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was good. Hong Kong was brilliant. Singapore was brilliant. No, I had a great time, but the time difference, the jet lag is killing me, man. I went to bed last night about 2 a.m. I was up at 5:30. Like,
putting in that work, people.
Putting in the work. I just couldn't get to
Trying
sleep.
to put that sleep in, people.
Oh, man. And then the thing is about it is that I was in Jamaica before I went to Singapore. So I was over in Jamaica for a week.
Yeah.
So you're 5 hours behind. I came back to England for about 12 hours. Then left first thing in the morning to go to Singapore.
So what time zone are you actually in right now?
So I went from 5 hours behind to 7 hours in front.
So where are you and what are you?
I don't know where I am. I'm somewhere in the ether.
Somewhere in the ether. No, it's good to see you back, man. The vlogs were sensational on DR, the content with X on AFTV as well.
He was
unbelievable,
insufferable.
Man. Yeah, I would be if I was him. Man. But it's good to have you back, man. It's very good to have you back.
What was your result here, by the way?
We lost to AC Milan. 4-2.
Which is it? Listen, it is a friendly, right? And this is what I was trying to say to even a couple of my guys. Right, I was like, they were getting a bit carried away. But obviously, you don't want to lose to Tottenham, even in a friendly, right? But it was a friendly, and you know, I couldn't believe you lost to AC Milan because we played them. We beat them 1-0. It could have been way more. They were so poor. But that just goes to show you that in a friendly, it is all about, you know, just getting
minutes
yourself
in
in
the
gear.
legs, innit? And we did beat the Yokohama Mariners. Which is Ange Postecoglou's former team in Japan, so don't forget that. Right, joining him and us, Manchester United fan Dylan is in the building.
It's me, I'm back again on a Monday for the first time.
Monday vibes are different to the Thursday. It's a bit more. Well, when there's games, it'll be more serious, but at the minute, it's
well, by the way, you know what I mean? I was impressed, man. I was watching from over in Singapore and Hong Kong. You did well.
Oh, thank you.
Well done, man.
Try my best. Bring the energy.
Yeah.
But now I'm back. You can get lost. You know? No, I'm only joking.
No, I'm trying to take Flex's job here.
Flex is out, mate.
Flex is back on Thursday. And joining me to my right, it's not Matisse.
Actually, that's who you're going to replace. This guy, nothing changes with him.
He's
always late, man.
And last week, he was mocking me. He jinxed the Avanti West Coast going into delay mode, and it did. And he said, the Avanti West Coast has got something for you. The Lizzie line has got something for you, you invisible billion-pound bottle job sausage that isn't even there. And when he comes in, he's getting it. Yeah? He's getting it. Right. It's good to be back, man. We're edging closer to the season, boys.
Yeah.
Next Friday, it kicks off at Anfield. The champions go again. By the way, speaking of the champions, what are we thinking about the new kit? I've got the new long-sleeved home edition on. Robbie's got the Arsenal away kit, which is a belter. I'm not going to lie to you. It is a belter.
That came out this morning? Or
actually came out,
yesterday?
literally come out this morning and did a review of it on AFTV. Of course, the thing, as I said on it, is the kit is actually white. Yeah. Right? Which, you know...
Tottenham colours.
You know, normally, I remember the first time Arsenal did a white kit, it was an outroar, you know, people were outraged. They weren't happy, right? But... it's kind of an off-white. It's not lily white.
It's not the first time you've done a white kit before. Like,
no, it's not.
You've had the
2007-8. They had.
Also, you've had that special
and that was
a
nice kit. The one I always remember Cesc Fabregas wearing.
But is it as good as this away kit, which is Ecru? This is the Adidas offering, the first of a 10-year deal.
It's decent, actually. I like that.
And this badge is a hark back to the main stand's crest in 1960s. This is the pro edition.
What colour is that? That's kind of like
cream.
It's Ecru. Off-white, creamy base, Ecru.
But this is better because if you can see, if you look very closely at this kit.
Oh, yeah, I can see the champ. Oh, no, it's not Champions League.
No, it's not the Champions. Funny, right? What you can see, right, is like
Concordia.
It harps back to the original sort of.
Is this the pro version?
Line. Yeah, this is the pro version.
No, do you know what? It is a sick kit.
As well. I like it.
As a neutral, who's got the best kit? This one or that one?
I think I prefer Arsenal's.
Right.
But I do like that one you just showed me, though. That's nice.
That is a significant improvement on your home kit last year.
Long sleeves, I have to say, I feel like Xabi Alonso in 2008 wearing this.
I love. Well, we were speaking when I came on Thursday. I had the long sleeve United away kit, and we were just saying, like, especially Doyle was saying,
the pajama one.
Yeah, well, you called it the pajama one. But I like long sleeve kits.
No,
they're just good.
Honestly,
they look cool. I like long sleeve kits.
Xabi Alonso, maybe not.
What do you prefer then, Adidas or Nike ones?
I just think. Listen, Nike connected so well to the city of Liverpool. Everyone wears 110s. It's such a big brand in Liverpool. But the Adidas thing, because it harps back to that late 80s where we were winning, European titles, or the mid 80s, and then obviously, John Barnes comes in the crown paint shirt, Ian Rush. There's so much nostalgia and history and tradition. It's just woven into the history of Liverpool, Adidas. And the last time we had it, it wasn't a successful period. I think we won 1 trophy in 6 years, but now it's back. I've got to say, what a time to come back with all the players that we're getting. Obviously, in Hong Kong, they were still wearing Nike. This deal only started on August the 1st. So, yeah, the long sleeve is unbelievable. I love the details. It's a strawberry red, apparently. Very red on that screen, definitely. It looks more red than normal.
It's very red,
the long sleeve for me is just, how can you go wrong with a long sleeve?
Is it sparkling?
I know, I've got a chain on.
I can't. Oh, is it your chain?
Okay,
that makes more sense. I was going to say, on the screen
well,
there.
Listen, champions do sparkle.
So Adidas now. Adidas got Arsenal, they got Man United, they got Liverpool.
Yeah.
They got Chelsea. No, Nike's Chelsea.
Yeah, Nike's still got Chelsea.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just excited, man, because we've got the home kit, the away kit, the third kit. It's like a green, kind of, again, a throwback to the mid-90s when we had Adidas as well. So yeah, man.
The only thing is about
in the chat, who loves these kits?
Listen, what I got to say, right, with these kits, I just got this one, £120.
No, it's a joke.
These kits now, the price of these kits is out of hand. I'm sorry.
It's their way to. I don't like that they put the professional one so high.
Yeah, but then
even the non-professional one, the
replica one,
£80.
Come on, this is mad.
Well,
this is mad
we've
now.
Got to pay for Isak's contract somehow.
By the way, they got an Adidas kit as well.
They do have an Adidas, and he wears Adidas boots as well. So
yeah. Now I was staying at the same hotel.
Oh, look at this! Hang on, Rob. Look at this.
Who's just walked?
The Lizzie line, just like the no, not hold on. You can't come on our show late.
Hold on.
You said to me last week the Avanti West Coast has got something for you.
You
yeah.
didn't even make the show.
The Lizzie, I still came into the studio.
Hosting on his own.
He came
on
in,
her own.
You're not in a position to talk right now.
The
Lizzie line has something for you.
Asia,
you sausage.
Alex had Kenya, your daughter, hosted on her own.
I was in Asia, mate.
No help, no.
Yeah, and she smashed it.
Yeah, but where were you?
So big her up.
Where were you?
I was in Asia.
No. When you were in Asia, I was on here doing it.
This week.
It was when you didn't come down on the Monday. It was just Kenya.
You can't come in and not apologise and just shoot shots straight away.
What you should have done is you should have stuck on the main camera. Let me sit here, pop to the side, bang. I'm just here, no problems. Now you wanted to cause a problem. Now look.
So what did the Lizzie line have for you?
Brother, I told you, man. Overhead cables. Put on my story.
I haven't seen your story. I've been here working.
Overhead cables is what gets you.
How long you been wearing this top since you bought it?
3 days.
3 days straight.
Yeah. Is that all right? I've slept in it as well. All right. Anyway, Matisse is on the show, everyone.
Geez.
Welcome back.
Better late than never.
Hey, there's a
Better
lot
late
to
than
discuss.
never.
A lot of transfers going through.
Absolutely, sir.
Mad,
and we will bring you in when we
Nearly
get to
all of
them.
them at your club.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's been like 5 outgoings. Already,
Yeah, man.
Hey, I saw that you're selling Saka.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tyreek George.
Evil
yeah,
Saka.
yeah,
Evil Saka's going. Well,
There's no.
I thought he was a top prospect for you though.
I think he's a very good prospect, but he's not going to get the minutes. When you're signing Gittins and you've got Simmons on the way as well.
Overhead
He's not gonna
Gittins
get the
better than
minutes.
him. He's getting so much better than him. That
We're going to find out. As a touchline winger, he is. Yeah, I think George is a different profile that we just don't really have maybe the position for. So, but I want him to get regular minutes. I think that's the way he's going to develop. I don't think he's going to develop.
That's
trying to
Chelsea's
get
view,
bit
isn't it?
part
Though,
minutes.
is that you would rather send him on loan if you could, but accept that if he wants a permanent transfer, you're going to let him do it.
I don't mind a permanent transfer, to be honest. You could do buybacks, you could do matching, fee rights if you want, all those things. I don't want to hoard. We've already hoarded enough players, so for me, let him go and play games and let's see what he does.
Overhead cables.
Brother, have you never been on a train before? Have you never been
What
on
do
a
you
train?
mean overhead cables? They've all got overhead cables.
Yeah, but brother, the thing obviously disconnected, innit? That's what I'm saying. The train wasn't moving.
He came in on a tram.
He swam.
I'm not from Croydon.
Oh, wow. Anyway, it's good to be back, man. It's good to be back. The first thing we're going to be speaking about today is, of course, the Alexander Isak. And I will call it a saga now, because the way it's going on, it is a saga. He's gone back this morning. We saw a video of him driving through into the training ground in his very nice G-Wagon, souped up, khaki green, very nice. But actually, I heard, according to Sky Sports, that no one else is there. It's just him on his own going in for these talks with Eddie Howe, who again has come out with some fiery shots saying you've got to earn the right to train with us. You know, you can't act like that and come back and think everything's rosy. The player was training by himself, as we know, at Sociedad, and Eddie Howe admits now that he knew where Isak was, but only via the media. So Liverpool made that £110 million bid. They were believed that they were not going to come back with a second bid, but reading in between the lines, I would say they're waiting for Newcastle to get their own striker. It looks to be Sesko, but again, can the asking price be met? United are still in the race for that. He hasn't decided on his future yet. And they're also tracking Gonzalo Ramos, but Liverpool are definitely making a second bid, aren't they? And also, I hear there's a storm florist up there, and they've closed the Tyne Bridge, so we need that to pass so he can get across the bridge
he can't
make it
Newcastle
down to Merseyside.
Yeah, no, you're. They need to get their striker in.
And we've said
that's what it is.
We'll come back.
Yeah,
but sort yourselves out.
Yeah, and
we'll
that's
be back.
fair. That's fair game, because they can't go in. They've had enough rejections this summer. They can't go into next season without a top striker. They already need one anyway, because Callum Wilson's going to West Ham, so they need two strikers, to be honest. So Wissa plus another one. And Isak, look, I've seen it with David De Gea. Didn't get his move to Madrid. The fax machine broke or whatever. We've had it before where players don't get their move, and at the end of the day, you're still gonna have to come back and be professional. Newcastle know this. You can pull up trees now. You can go AWOL. You can do whatever you want. If the deal doesn't go through, you're not gonna sit in the reserves for the whole season. You're gonna come back and play. So they are in the position at the moment to just kind of see what they can get. If you should be looking at Newcastle news now. Sesko. Whether they get him or not, that's what you got to be doing. Because if they don't get someone,
as a Liverpool fan, we've heard that Jurgen Klopp, the head of football at Red Bull, has told Sesko to join Newcastle.
What kind of shady dealings is this?
Shady dealings
also,
coming from you.
It's not like Jurgen Klopp's going to go, you should go United.
Yourself.
He's obviously going to say Newcastle.
Obviously.
Everything motivates Klopp to say Newcastle.
Yeah.
I don't think Klopp needs to be getting involved. That's too many
trying.
Trying.
He's doing his job.
He
works
for Red Bull now.
So he doesn't want to keep Sesko at Leipzig?
He's the head of football for Red Bull, and he wants to get the ultimate maximum fee in that he can for it to benefit his club.
Okay.
And why would you not pick a club that are in the Champions League over a club that aren't in the Champions League?
Interesting. Same with the Nunes kind of over to Saudi. Private investment fund and Newcastle.
Is this guy trying to talk to me
about
about shady business? There's a lot of
links. That's all I'm saying. When
Chelsea, you're selling your women's team back to
Chelsea,
yourself, right?
There's a lot of conspiracy.
You've made 49 signings in the last 4 windows. Klopp has made 44 in his whole career, and you want to moan about us getting another striker?
All I'm saying is, when it's Chelsea, there's a lot of links, there's a lot of connections, a lot of conspiracy theories.
Not just
when it's Liverpool,
you are spending like.
Because we've earned the money to.
No, but listen, fair enough. I'm not saying
won the league.
I'm not
you
saying
get 175 mil for that.
I'm not saying you shouldn't spend the money, but what I'm saying is
my
friend over there, he does have a good point, because you over the years have been very critical of teams like Chelsea spending
so
big.
have we all. So is he.
Now, but in particular, Liverpool fans have been very critical of teams spending big money. Like big. I'm not saying you.
But look at the way they do it.
I'm not saying you.
Where's that Morton kid going for 15 million euros? What's going on there? Who's that?
Tyler
you heard of that, brother?
Yeah.
Don't say that. I was in the barbers on Saturday, and he was about to come in because the same guy cuts our hair, but he had to get off to Lyon to sign the papers. 15 mil. Don't be jealous.
I'm not jealous. I'm not jealous. I'm just asking the right questions.
Proper club.
I'm not being jealous, but I'm just saying it is a different model for you, isn't it? It's kind of the model that a lot of Liverpool fans have sort of hit out against. Mega spending.
We've earned the money.
No one's saying you haven't earned the money. Listen, I'm not
illegal.
Spend it. I'm not against it. I'm just saying. I'm asking you.
We shall spend it.
It's a different stance.
And we'll leave you well in our wake.
See, he's getting all defensive.
No, I'm not.
What did I just say? I don't mind you spending it. You understand what I'm saying, right? This is a different stance for Liverpool fans right now, because over the years, they've been very, very critical of mega spending.
I think, though, to just, devil's advocate here, is I think it's more slightly been to do with the way that the money that they're spending has come about. Is it like with Chelsea, it was the fact it's like huge investment, just throwing money in, whereas Liverpool, it's more like coming from when Liverpool and United spend big, so like Brit United in here as well, it's money that we as a club earn, right? Our owners are everything. Yeah, but this is what I mean. So if you spend 75 million on Havertz and stuff.
Spent no money last year.
Or bidding 90 million quid for Thomas Lemar a few years ago. I say a few years ago, that was a long time ago now. It's more, I think, where the money's come from. So with Chelsea, it was because big Russian oligarch came in and just pumped money into the club. Newcastle,
legally?
It's the PIF. Yeah, it's still legally or not legally, but it's to do with it's money that the club earns versus money that the club is kind of given from owners to accelerate them. I think that's a big difference.
And we've made 150 already from sales.
Yeah, no, listen.
Really?
Yeah.
Who you got? What, you got
There's
Kwanzaa.
a big list of all of them. Yeah. Kwanzaa, Morton, Trent, Kelleher. There's more as well.
So it's like 150
By the way,
just based off
Diaz,
a lot of little
Diaz
deals. Oh yeah, of
65.
course, Diaz. Yeah.
I can exclusively reveal, right?
Hang on.
Because I was in the same hotel as the Newcastle team.
I saw you
right?
cozying up to
Breaking
I was chatting
news.
to Mad Dog Jason Tindall on a day-to-day basis. We were in the club together, right? Marina Bay Sands, right? And he knows how to party. I'll tell you that, right?
Yeah.
But he said to me, he goes that they will only sell Isak if they get a huge fee.
They've
And
already
I
got
mean,
that.
right? I think I'm sure he said 150 they were looking, right? So
That's the reports. Reports is
yeah,
150.
I'm sure that's what he. That part I can't remember. But I'm not going to quote that, but I'm sure he was. Yeah, I was a bit tipsy, but he was saying
a little bit drunk.
he was saying huge fee, right? I don't think it's going to.
They'll
I
get
think
a
you're going to have
huge
to
fee.
go higher than one.
Yeah, we'll do
we've gone
that.
120. So
No,
far.
we've gone 110, and I think we'll go up to maybe 120, 125, which they'd have to accept.
I think
They'd have to.
well, I think they're just
Do they?
angling for a record sale.
And they'll
Record
get
sale
that.
being Caicedo, right? Because you never actually got the 145 from Coutinho, did you? Because it was like 100 plus like 45 million add-ons or something, which
How
never
much
got
was
done.
that?
Oh, we got it.
But
100.
that's record purchase. I'm talking about a record sale
record
for a
sale.
Premier League team.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
Caicedo at 115. I believe 115. So I think
Surely it would still be Coutinho though.
no,
even
but I
across-
don't
He
think you
means
actually
Premier.
got the money. So Coutinho was like 100 and something, but then as far as I remember, it's like 40 million quid in add-ons, and he was shite. So they would have never got the add-ons. So in terms of the fee that they're actually going to receive, I think they want like 120 at least
Yeah,
to
they'll
say
get
that they've got
That's
a record
fine.
sale
we
from
can
it.
do that because we've earned the money. We
But,
can do it.
Yeah, I know you do, but like I think that's what when they say 150, I think that's what they're angling
Is
for.
Ekitike going to start?
Ekitike, how must he be feeling?
Because it'd be
He's
weird if you
feeling
had
like
a.
he's just joined the champs, mate. He's starting at Anfield, making his
No,
debut
but
at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, but is he going to be
He's not-
starting regularly? Do you think?
Yeah, he will start a lot of games. And don't forget, not to jinx anything,
Ahead of-
but
ahead of
obviously
Isak.
Isak can become injury prone, so of course you need another striker there. And
But
he can play on the left.
I know
as
that.
well.
I know that, right? But do you think he sort of thinks to himself, "Boy, I thought I was coming here to be the guy, and now they're bringing in Isak."
Well, you can be one of the guys.
Yeah,
But
we know that.
was he
Salah's
going to
the
Liverpool
guy.
to be
I'm
the
saying
guy?
his thoughts. He's coming there. He's thinking, "I'm coming here, especially."
I
At
know
that
what you're
fee,
saying, yeah.
To be the main striker, and all of a sudden, I'm not really, am I? I'm a bit part.
Well,
If Isak's
he can
fit-
play on the left though, and we've lost Diaz, so move him
It's
out
probably
to the
better
left.
for him.
He can play
if that
both.
he's
of
not
them.
the
It's
main
better
guy,
for his development.
considering the fact
You
that
see
he's
how
not.
it is with, let's say, Rasmus Højlund comes in 2 years ago, last
Gotta be the main
22,
guy,
20,
yeah.
22 years old, and let's say we sign another striker, you're going, oh, is Højlund thinking that he ended up suffering because it was just him.
Yeah.
And when he was crap and he kept not playing well, who are we going to play up front? Oh, it's Højlund again, and Højlund again and again and again. Whereas with Ekitike, he can now chill out, take his time to get, because going from the Bundesliga to the Premier League, it's a big step. This is why one of the reasons I'm still a little unsold on Sesko, and why initially a few weeks ago I said I'd prefer Watkins when we're signing a new player up front. It's a big step. We've seen it not quite work out for so many players. So if Ekitike can go, cool, I'll play 30 games, but I don't need to score 25 goals this season. I can score 12 to 15 this season.
Yeah.
Because Isak's going to
good
get
point.
20. Salah's going to get 30. He will be able, in the next 3-4 years, make himself one of the best. By that time, Isak will be 29, 30 years old, and Ekitike will then be pushing for a start position.
Listen,
I think he's fine.
if I'm a Liverpool fan this season, I'm on cloud nine. I'm gassed. You already won the league. Isak, Ekitike, Salah.
Doing bits.
It's unbelievable. But the one thing I would say is, and this is the only hope.
This is what you
this is
hope
the
will
only,
happen.
This is the only
yeah.
hope for
It doesn't
fans of
work.
other teams, right? Is
Something
that, but it can happen. Is will the dynamic, like first of all, those players got to settle in, and then the dynamic. Who's going to be the main guy? That's going to be the interesting thing because Salah's always been that main guy, and you know that even when Mane was there, him and Mane were having little rumblings behind the scenes. Even though it didn't affect the way they played, but Isak's going to think he's the main guy, isn't it? Now coming in at
That's
that
fine.
fee. Then you got Salah. I mean, is that going to affect the dynamic of that front?
Well, that's the
That's
challenge
gonna be
that
the-
Arne Slot will have
Well,
to
that's going to be
face.
the interesting thing to see.
Yeah,
It's
and
a whole
I'm sure
new season for Slot. A
Yeah.
whole different type of
this
season.
is, like I said just then, I know it's a bit tongue-in-cheek about the spending and the money and the outgoings, obviously a lot of ingoings as well, but it is a new era. Liverpool fans will have to now feel comfortable with being, right, you've spent all this money, you must be the favourites. So we have to feel comfortable with that and go, yeah, look at all this money, we must be the favourites, yeah. And if there's, you know, a headache for who starts up front and they've both scored 10 or 15 goals, that's a great headache to have. And also, Ekitike can play on the left, Diaz has gone.
No, Salah really, if that ball ain't passed to him.
Oh, they'll be passing
If
to
he
Salah,
ain't,
don't
you
worry.
know,
And
or
Salah
will
will be
it-
passing
or will
to them.
he be passing to? I
Well,
don't
Salah
know.
got 20 assists last season and
Yeah.
30 goals. So
It's an interesting dynamic. It's an interesting
you
dynamic.
just hope it won't work.
Of course.
Essentially. Whereas
course
I'm
I
very
hope it won't work.
confident that it will
Right?
work.
But
It's risky from
it's an
Liverpool's side.
unbelievable lineup. But
Champions
again, because I was arguing with the Liverpool fan, as,
of course
as
you were.
I always
Always
be
are.
finding someone to
Always
argue.
explaining something, aren't they?
Now, basically, when I was over in Singapore, this Liverpool fan went on the attack with me and basically said, "You've won the league already. Look at our attack. Nothing can compete with it." And I said, "Yeah, fair enough. Listen, on paper, unbelievable attack thing, but that's not just because you bought that doesn't mean you've won the league
No, it
because
doesn't work like that.
it's how it gels. It's the
Yep.
dynamic. It could take time to settle." And I pointed out to him. I said, "Look at Real Madrid last season. They bought in Mbappe. You look at that lineup up front. You think it's yourself, oh my God, everyone's going to get wasted. Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo, on and on and on. But actually, it was Barcelona who won the league with, you know,
Rafinha,
who they wanted to let go at the start of that
And
season.
now he's their captain.
Right?
Yeah.
Lewandowski, who's
38.
knocking on, right? And Lamar. So it's not always just because you bought the free.
36.
Don't get me wrong, that attacking lineup is scary. Don't
I would be
assume.
scared.
That's what I was saying to him. Don't assume.
I would be
that-
scared.
But would you agree, though, that if Liverpool don't win the league next season, it's failure?
Yes, I would
Completely.
say that.
It
yeah.
is like
not
anything,
retain
anything else
it.
but winning that league is a failure.
But
of the
that's the
season.
thing. That's what we're now going to have to, as a fan base, change the mentality and go, instead of us like being lucky to win one league, no, let's let's retain it and obviously go again. And with the money that we have spent, yeah, we should
What
be
do you
the
think?
favourites.
For me, they're favourites, yeah.
Yeah, they're
With-
favourites,
With
yeah.
these players that they're bringing in. Look, I don't think they're going to have the Madrid problem because the main thing for me at Madrid is they're all better off the left. None of them actually want to play up front. Mbappe was well quoted on not wanting to play up front at PSG. He wanted to play off the left and he wanted them to get a proper centre forward. And they don't press. And that's not going to be the issue at Liverpool. You know, Isak is clearly a centre forward. Salah's going to play off the right. Verts maybe... For me, it's defensively. It's more defensively what they do because I think Szoboszlai is quite integral to covering for Frimpong and to get the ball back and to be the engine in there. And how they fit him, McAllister, Gravenberch, how they find a way for that all to work.
Gyokeres as well.
You know, Verts, obviously Gakpo, I think, had a good season last year. But they got options. That's what you need. If you're going into multiple competitions, you need to have... You shouldn't be able to just pick your team. You should be able to have good 15, 16 players that are all capable of starting. So, for me, if they get this one over the line, then they're very big favourites.
Still need a centre-back, I'll be honest. I mean, we're playing a double-header today at 5 o'clock against Athletic at Anfield, 5 o'clock, then 8 o'clock, which I'm not going to be at. But, yeah, there's going to be 2 11s put out, and we've only got we've got 2 definite fit centre-backs. Gomez is injured again. So, I don't know who will play centre-back in the next game. Endo can play there and has done really well there.
You need
and
a
against
very
AC
quick
Milan,
centre-back.
I saw Tsimikas and Robertson playing at centre-back.
Trying to get Mark
So we
Gay
need
in.
Mark Gahey through the door. But listen, I'm
How much are you going to cost?
40.
Okay, yeah, he won't cost
40,
loads.
We can do that.
1 year left.
One year
And,
left on
and
his
we're about
deal.
to get like 65 odd from Saudis for Nunes. So
Which is
there's more
outrageous,
cash
by the way. I
Really
can't
turning
believe-
into
So
an
it's a lot of
account.
Saudi sales, isn't it?
I
Over
can't
the years.
believe
It's not a
you're-
Saudi
over the
sales.
years.
I can't believe
you cannot
you're
chat,
getting,
my friend.
You sold what? You bought Nunes for what? About 70 mil?
Started
2
at
years ago.
65 and went up to
Yeah,
the
and then
we
2
paid
years later,
85
you
basically.
and then you're
We
selling
paid
him for basically
85.
the same price after the 2 seasons he's had.
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
3 seasons.
Ridiculous.
It's a bit dodgy, that Saudi thing.
Ridiculous.
How's
Well,
that work?
if they want the player, they already bid 75 for him in January.
If that
and we
was
turned it
Chelsea,
down.
I think you'd be
Well, no, does it matter where you sell your
something
players
dodgy
to?
going on at Anfield.
Is what you hope. Is what you hope.
I heard when,
But this is how a proper football club
That
is
would have
run.
been Chelsea,
Don't get
yeah,
mad
yeah.
just because your biggest sale is to us.
That would have been on him.
If your club was
You're very defensive at the
Have
moment.
about us?
sold any players?
You're being very defensive.
Huh? Oh, it's Dan James.
Oh, see?
25 mil to
Good.
Leeds.
And you?
And
Don't look at me. I sell players every day.
Yeah.
I'm good at this shit. Yeah, I was made in this city. You know what I mean? We sell every day. You copying us right now. All
To
this
be fair,
as
all
well.
this
To be
tallying up that you're doing right now.
AGT,
Sales.
we
You're
could
acting like a
have
Chelsea
had
fan.
You're all
100 mil
hoping.
for Bruno.
I used to cuss you for
You
it.
sound like a Chelsea fan, adding up all the sales that we sell players every
So
season.
the audience, did they not want a detailed
Yes,
analysis?
but I'm just saying
That is true. You know what you just
you
said?
sound like us right now.
really
That is
don't.
true.
Well, I'm a
Liverpool
champion.
have turned into Chelsea.
Nah, don't say that.
They have turned into Chelsea.
Not true.
people.
Not true at all.
Selling their
Deals to
academy
Saudi,
players? Oh.
Selling academy players.
Why don't you try it out sometime and get a bit more cash?
Selling
You've
academy
turned into
players.
Chelsea.
Where's the soul?
team
You're
God?
just
come
mad.
on in
Where's
and
the
slack off.
soul?
You're just
Robbie?
mad because
Where's
we're
the
going to
soul
take
gone?
Isak from.
Where's the
from
soul
you.
of the club?
Songs been ripped out.
Soul is right in here
Connor
and
Bradley
it never
next.
leaves.
Oh,
Mwah.
after the great cameos that he gave
No, it
last
won't be
season.
Connor Bradley next. He's just signed a big bumper new contract, man.
me.
Listen, just because we don't sell hotels and women's teams back to ourselves to raise funds. like,
Anyhow,
just-
if I see you lot send that,
you
women,
just
sell
make
that
sure we
women's
don't see you in the court of arbitration of sport. That's
Brother,
all
don't
I'm
worry
going to
about
say.
us, man.
Huh?
Don't worry
team. You
about
sell
all
your
that.
women's team. I'll tell you.
We are not going to do that.
Yeah, I'm
We're
telling
not
you,
gonna
that,
do
that clip will be glorious.
I'm not going to do that
Why would you not?
because we don't need to. Because we've won the Prem.
Okay.
That's how we get our cash.
Oh.
What about you?
Cash.
Yeah, cash.
Honestly.
Honestly, right. A couple of super chats. Good to be back. Bernard Gamer says Matisse has receipts. Cook that Malteser for the CWC.
What?
Oh,
Club
best
World
of
Cup.
enemies when
Oh,
you guys
that's
were doing
a
up all them
long
predictions.
time.
Yeah, but you keep doing
yeah, but
this.
you've been away, man.
You keep doing this
not
every
been-
time
He
we
runs
win.
away.
You just disappear conveniently off to another
True.
continent. Not even
Yeah,
another
last year.
country, another continent.
Last
When
season,
was
I
that?
think it
Last
was.
season?
Yeah,
My
yeah.
goodness.
We're talking about the new
Very
season.
We are buying
interesting.
Getafe though. But Clara Bitsy says, first things first, do not forget Robbie ran away to Jamaica without even giving us any flowers for being the world champions. He does the transfer waffle daily and other shows, but where is our credit?
Listen, man. I did give them credit, by the way. And I gave credit before, even before I said if they win this, you've got to give them their flowers. Isn't that true?
I don't even remember. It's been
Exactly.
so
It's so long ago, man. I mean, let's move on, man.
Gotti says, no Herbal G trophy, Don. Maybe the Emirates Cup though, perhaps.
Well, you know what I mean? That the Herbal Tea trophy that Tottenham, that Richarlison was,
Bragging
showing
about.
and bragging about,
Yeah.
the Herbal Life.
So are you going to win the Emirates Cup?
Probably.
Who's in it?
There's only one team in it. That's the thing.
What's going on with the Emirates Cup these days?
So,
It used to be a
Athletic,
great
so it'd
competition.
be a tough game. Athletic Bilbao.
You're playing them?
Mm.
Oh, so we're playing them twice today. So we'll
Oh, is
rough
it?
them up for you.
It'll
and then
probably
they'll
be
come
knackered
to
by the
you.
time they get
Yeah,
to us.
exactly. Had an incredible trip to Singapore, meeting the Arsenal players Saliba, Saka, Kyrgios, Calafiori, Martinelli in Universal Studios, and Martinelli and Calafiori being the kindest, making time for the fans. That's
Who
Clara
said that?
Bitsy.
Clara
Doesn't
Bitsy
sound like her.
was in Singapore.
What?
Why didn't you come and check us?
Nah, that's got to be a lie. And also, I thought it was a joke. I was waiting for the punchline, but she's actually being complimentary.
Oh, wow.
So hang on,
should have
Clara
come and said
Bitsy
hello.
went to the Universal Studios in Singapore and met all those players. Do we
Yeah, they were
believe
there.
this? Do we believe this?
Might be.
though?
Might be.
Do you
I
believe this?
didn't get to
right
that
in a
event.
minute.
Yeah,
right.
because obviously Clara would have told you,
Yeah,
surely,
I-
that they were in the same area as you.
Oh.
So anyway, why do Arsenal always have gold on the kit but never win? Says Elliot.
Gold, Invincibles. Hark back to
Sound
the...
like Ty.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, but it's true. That's
Yeah,
what the
yeah,
gold
yeah.
has been put.
21 years
20
ago.
and counting.
Still gold.
Soon to enter the 22nd season without.
Still
Uh,
gold, though.
It is still gold, but you know it's
is
rubbing
Preston.
off a little bit.
Yeah. Gold don't rub off.
Preston as well. You know what I mean? Big up the unbeaters.
Them cheap chains that your neck goes all green
No,
after a year of
not,
wearing them.
not out.
Why do you guys never big up Preston for doing it first?
Yeah, have some
Because they
respect
did
for
is
them.
they played about 10 games. It was
So when
different
you
Now
era.
won
you
all those
definitely
league
sound
titles
like
in the
Ty.
Different
1930s, how many games did you play?
Huh?
When you had all them league titles in
Herbert Chapman and that.
1930s, yeah.
Yeah,
How
yeah,
many
yeah.
league games?
It's a
did you
different
play?
era.
Yeah, but
But that was
you
the
count
same
those
era.
titles, don't you?
People will be talking about the Club World Cup in years to come about that in the same sort of light. Then just shut your mouth.
Hold on a second.
You
How
sound-
did you just
Oh,
try
yeah,
and
right.
deflect?
He's rattled.
How
He's
did you
rattled.
just deflect?
The
because
season's
you-
not even started yet.
because you're
people.
trying to
He's
say-
rattled.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
trying
saying
to go
give
back
Preston
to like
their
the
credit.
early days. Is that you've won it in the early days.
Give Preston their credit.
I do. Well done
They
to
were the
them.
first team to be unbeaten.
Well done. But
you.
it was a
Preston
different
North
time.
End. Let's
But
have
as I
some
said,
respect.
Preston North
End indeed.
Preston North End, it was kind of different because there's only about 10 games. This is a full season.
Yeah,
that's why.
So didn't Herbert Chapman win some of them trophies in the 30s after 10 games?
No, those are league titles, man.
I need to.
Well, they don't count.
We're gonna have to go and dig
Do we erase yours?
Well, we've got a COVID one apparently. So.
Well, exactly.
Well, you've got a COVID FA Cup then, if you want to play that game. So hold that. Darren James just sends in a super chat with no text. Shout out to you. Claver says, "Welcome back, Robbie. Since you disappeared, Chelsea became world champions, and you owe Matisse some praise for Chelsea flying the Premier League flag high."
Oh, it's such a long time ago.
Did you see the bet that your brother put on whilst she was away?
Oh, your brother
Wasn't the
was
wisest of
reckless, man.
I'm done with the reckless bets, man.
No, I saw you trying to force X into a bet.
No, but that's not
Hong
reckless.
Kong the other day.
That's not reckless. I said we'll finish high. He was
Street.
shooting up his mouth about beating us in a friendly, right?
As he should.
And by the way, right, it's a foul. That in the Premier League, that goal wouldn't even been given.
I say it was
blatant.
a foul.
Because at the time I was thinking, that's Lewis Skelly's
No
been
VAR,
brilliant
mate.
all game. Locked down Kudus. That was the day before. I think he was going to fight me. Just because he goes to me, best player on the pitch was Kudus. I go, yeah, he didn't get past Lewis Skelly once. What are you talking about? Lewis Skelly had him locked, right? And he went mad. And I thought to myself, how did Lewis Skelly give that ball away? And then when I watched, on the day I thought it was a foul. When I watched it back, come on. It wouldn't have been given in the Premier League. But anyway, fair enough. It was a great goal. It was a great goal by Sarr. But the way he was carrying on, I was going to say, if they're that great, simple bet. Who finishes higher?
Why didn't you say who wins the trophy next?
I wanted to keep it simple. Who finishes higher? Because I didn't even want to get into the trophy debate.
Runs.
I
Who
wouldn't
finished
if I
higher?
was you either.
Who finishes higher? He didn't want to take the bet.
But what was your bet with Laurie?
It was about who wins the trophy next.
And Laurie has said, I hope you're saving up to him to pay his debt.
Apparently.
We can win a trophy next season. Why not?
I just think
Don't
they're
discount
more
us, man.
likely to win one before you win
It's
one.
been a while though, Robbie.
Yeah.
been
All right,
a
well, let's
long
see.
time.
You're not in, next season. You're not in right. Next season, the Club World Cup ain't on, and you're not in the Conference League next season. So let's see. It's not going to be as easy to win a trophy. The Club World Cup wasn't an easy trophy to win. I'm not. But the Conference League, you're not going to be in that. You're in now the Champions League, and
We know the Champions League very well.
Yeah, exactly.
And the Champions League knows us very well.
Yeah,
as well.
and you know how difficult it is to win that.
Yes.
So do you.
well, you
Very
know
much
more
so.
than me.
Well, we got to the semis last year and lost to the team that won it. Weren't easy.
Shame
Then we
that.
beat them.
You
Then we beat them. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you did.
Then we beat them for
You
you.
did.
There, Robbie.
You
Yeah,
beat
I
us.
think
You
so.
beat him. You
Yeah,
beat
yeah,
him
yeah.
tired.
In London, you got beat
Right,
up
leave
by
him, man,
these
leave him.
French
Yeah,
brothers.
yeah, I
and
think
we
it was a
said,
different
knock 'em out,
PSG we
you know what I
played.
mean?
He's
We said,
barely-
yo, nobody beats up Arsenal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But he's
To
barely
knock
had
'em out.
sleep. You
Look at
should
the
have
PSG
something
that we
to
played
for it,
in comparison
you
to
know
the knackered PSG that you played. But
Oh,
anyway,
they're tired now.
Yeah.
Okay.
what I mean? Okay. It's good to see you're back and rattled.
I'm not rattled.
Maybe
man.
have some sleep.
I'm not rattled. I'm
you
just saying that's not the craziest bet. You lot are making out like you've completely deluded to make that bet. Don't discount Arsenal to win a trophy next season. Why?
Okay. Clara Bitsy then says, I also got to meet Sanya, Ray Parler and Pato at the lounge during the Arsenal-Milan friendly. I wanted to meet Robbie and co, but the guys at Sides restaurant turned us away as the place was too crowded.
Actually, she's telling the truth.
Wow.
No, that's.
But did you see her get turned
Successful.
away?
No. turned her away.
No, she's telling the truth now, right? Because I didn't even know. So we did a meet and greet at Sides,
Yeah.
right? And we had over 500 people come.
That's
right? It's
mad.
between 3 and 5,
Big up
right?
to you lot.
And then the following day, the manager of Sides, he took us out to dinner and he was saying, I had to turn away over 200 people because. So she's actually telling the truth because not many people would have known that. So wow, man, Clara, you were there.
But she could just find that information.
No,
somehow.
that wouldn't have been easy to find.
No. She's definitely.
That's
telling the
she
truth
was
now.
there.
Really?
Yeah.
That she was there, man.
you
That
wouldn't-
was, no.
Can you send us in a...
Advertising
All right, big up Clara, man. You should have
Clara,
come.
can you send in some kind of photographic
Clara, you should have
evidence
messaged
of
me.
this?
You should have messaged, and I would have made you get into that. But that was an unbelievable event. We literally we organised that in 2 days, and it was
Nah, you lot
crazy.
killed it
Last
out
minute?
there.
Yeah, in 2 days.
You lot killed it out there.
Big up to Sides out there. It was crazy event. She's telling the truth. I would have liked to have met. Oh,
Mad.
that's a shame.
She could have.
Thanks for coming
she's
along
bought
anyway.
you a few lunches with these super
Nah,
chats,
big up
so you
Clara.
probably
Clara's
owe her
all right, man.
a thank you.
Even though she's always on my
Always
case, right,
having,
you know?
yeah. Darren James says, Robbie, are the rumours true about Arsenal trying to buy Anthony Gordon?
They are. I don't know about buy-in. They are been very interested in Anthony Gordon. Big admirers of him. They would love. Mikel Arteta loves
I was
Anthony
going to say
Gordon.
that would be a great signing for
But
Arsenal.
I think with the Isak thing, there's no way they're going to sell Anthony Gordon as well.
Claver says Matisse is a world champ. He can come late if he wants.
Nah. We wouldn't do that. Do you know what I mean?
He was coming late before they were world champs.
We wouldn't do
He's
that
coming
on
late when he
purpose.
was a mud brother.
Now he ain't even going to turn up.
Yeah,
It's a nice kit though, I must say.
it is a beautiful.
You're going to be flaunting that all season long.
And so I shall be.
And you've even got the away here as well.
100%.
You're going to swap tops afterwards.
Yeah.
Switcheroo. When's the third kit coming out?
September the 1st.
You'll be getting that as well.
Yeah, of course I will. AK Barella says, first, tell me how England score 300 and lose by 6 runs.
That's crazy. I saw
Cricket
that.
chat.
I saw that. I was watching some of that cricket yesterday as well, and
Against India?
I thought England were going to win. And wow, what a game! I'm going to have to try and watch the highlights.
If the game hadn't been called off yesterday, they probably would have won because
Yeah.
they had good momentum. They had I think 7 wickets left. Then the game got called off. Then played this morning, and they just completely collapsed.
That's why I love cricket actually, right? Because it's so unpredictable. Like
I think Warner came on with a broken shoulder this morning, didn't he?
Woke.
Chris Wokes.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Absolutely stumped. Clara Bitsy says, Robbie, now the fact that you've got your striker, she's back to normal Clara now. Now the fact that you've got your striker and you also look great and fit, are you finally ready to put your neck on the line this season, as it is finally visible after the invincible season? Jesus. And say that Arsenal will win the Premier League. So the niceness only lasted 1-2.
Listen, of course, we just said Liverpool are the favourites. So there's no way I can put on that. I think this season is looking really exciting because it's going to be really competitive because, what Liverpool have done, with Wirtz, with Isak, they're going to get Ekitike, they're looking, and they already won it last year. They're looking exciting. City, City, I think they'll be strong again this season. Chelsea are looking, obviously, they just won the Club World Cup and they've made some very good signings and could get like Xavi Simons and people like that. We've brought in some very good signings as well. Gyokeres has come in and, United even. And Buemo, Cunha, I'm not saying you're going to win the title, but I just think this league is going to be very competitive this season. I just get the feeling that, So I think we've got a chance, but Liverpool are the favourites, without a doubt. With what they've done.
And say what Arsenal need to do, and I've said this before on here a few times. It's not necessarily about so Arteta, obviously, I'd say under big pressure this season, right? He's actually got to produce something
Huge
of value,
pressure.
right? Of genuine value rather than just some good results along the line. It's about Arsenal proving, at the very, very least, that they can be competitive for 38 games. You keep being competitive for 32 games or 34 games or 35 games. I know you had the last day of the season a few seasons ago, but it just feels like Arteta needs to prove that he can create a team that can actually stay competitive in that race for the full season and not drop off with some 2-0 loss to Villa or something right at the end and just handing it away.
I think
Because you hand it away too much. And if we're saying Liverpool favourites, maybe, like Laurie said a couple times, does that ease pressure on Arsenal? I don't think if Liverpool sign Isak and become favourites and stuff. It's about proving that you don't bottle it and you don't just completely fall off in the middle of April this time.
I think
you keep doing it and you keep doing it under Arteta.
What they're trying to do this year is like have a much better squad all round, right? The talk is that that's what they've identified as being the thing that's really made them fall off. So, and they've brought in some good signings. I've liked even Norgard in pre-season. He's looked really good. That Norgard, like just the way he breaks up play and that. I think it's been some really good signings. If Arsenal can get Eze before the end of the transfer window, I think we would have done some really, really good business. But it's so competitive because every one of those teams I look at up there, they've all made some very good signings, man. Like they've all made some signings where you're thinking, if those guys click. So it's going to be
a good season.
It's going to be a very good season.
I am
just entertain. Last season was too boring towards the end.
Yeah,
not
for a Liverpool
But even
fan.
then, you weren't like you'd won the league by like February. The only interesting thing was the top 4 battle, which was only interesting to the teams actually in it. So like Villa, Chelsea, and Forest. Then Forest dropped off, and then it was funny because United were 15th and Spurs were 17th. That was kind of funny, but then it wasn't fun for anyone who actually supported United or Spurs. So last season, I think, like as far as seasons go, it's fairly forgettable. But this season shouldn't be.
Okay, we will see about that, my friend. Blicky94 says, if Isak arrives, we have to call them Los Rojos now. It's funny, isn't it? Trent thought, I'll leave here to go to the Galacticos. Little did he know We're the Galacticos.
Look
now.
at this. Look at this. Never going to let it go, are they? Always
Robbie,
gonna
do you know?
Send digs to Trent.
Robbie, do you know that the number of players sold, that Arsenal sold beyond 35 million is the same amount of number of Champions Leagues that you have? You bottle jobs. Hashtag bottle jobs for a reason.
See, that's why we didn't let you into the do. You know what I mean, Clara? You know what I mean?
No, that was Sonny.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you ain't invited, mate. Go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 says, when did the salty Malteser flavour come out? PIF said 150 million to get them to the table or no sale, says Agent Tech Streams. Let's move on now to Newcastle, who in their pursuit of Johan Wissa are ramping up the pressure. Keith Andrews, the new Brentford manager, says he has a good relationship with Wissa, but admits the situation isn't ideal. Believe that Brentford have relaxed their stance, would be open to letting the player go for the right fee. But has he gone around this the right way? We're seeing fair few examples this season, aren't we, of fallouts between the player, the sporting directors, the managers, in terms of forcing their ideal, their dream moves through the door. At the start of this saga, which is a mini saga in itself, they said he's not for sale. They've obviously lost Mbeumo. But now, Robbie, they're saying, well, if the price is right, he can go. But has he gone about it the right way?
Yeah. I saw the sort of arguments back sort of for and against that you guys are putting on the last show regarding players like Wissa, Isak. The thing is about it, right, is that there's no loyalty in football no more, right? Because then you can also look at a player like Gyokeres, right, who was promised, right, that you can go for a certain fee.
Gentleman's agreement, wasn't
Gentleman's agreement, right? As soon as, you know, push come to shove now, after all he's done for them, he's won them 2 titles, or he's helped to win them 2 titles. And on that second title, he stayed. He could have went, right? They said to him, no, we want the maximum fee for you. If we don't get that, you're not going, you know. And that's happening a lot with players where they've had so-called agreements with clubs that turns out to be once, you know, I think I saw today Lookman. He's put in a transfer request at Atalanta. Again, he's citing the fact that he said that he had an agreement with them that if a reasonable fee came in for him this season, he'd be allowed to leave. Now they want a king's ransom for him to leave, and they're denying him his move. So you can see why a lot of players now are just looking on it and thinking, yo, you know what, if this chance of a lifetime comes up, I'm going. Because there's no loyalty from the hierarchy to the players, and the players are not showing any loyalty to them. The only people who show loyalty in this, I say it all the time, are fans. We're the only ones who show loyalty.
Well, Virgil and Mo.
Sorry?
Virgil and Mo have signed.
Yeah, but because they got big contracts. Don't fool yourself, right? I'm not saying they don't love Liverpool. Of course they love Liverpool. But if those deals hadn't been right, they'd be off.
Do you think
simple as that? The football players, they know what time it is, right? They know that it's a short career. They know that they need to try and make as much money as they can. They want to. Obviously, those players wanted to stay at Liverpool, but if those deals hadn't been right, they'd have been gone. There's no loyalty. It's what we're seeing on both sides. So the only people who are loyal is us lot. Our team gets thrashed 3-4 weeks in a row. We're still there. You know what I mean? We're the only ones. So,
but with Wissa particularly, Rob, does he get his move in the end?
I think he will. Yeah, I think he'll get his move. You know, I can understand why Brentford don't want to sell him. They've already lost Mbeumo. They weren't expecting that Wissa could be on his way as well, but.
Well, surely they could have expected it at least because he was so good last season.
Yeah, true. I get that, but
19 goals, 4 assists in 35 games.
Yeah,
28 years old, about to be 29 though.
Listen, he's looking at his thing. This is my big chance to get a big move before my career's over.
You know what I'm finding weird about it?
You play for a team like Brentford, no disrespect. You're going to Newcastle, they're way bigger. I've said it before on this show as well. I remember I was saying that about United one time on the show. I was saying, listen, United, at the end of the day, when they come, they're a big, big club. They don't care if they didn't win nothing last season or whatever. That Sesko thing is not a given he's going to Newcastle because United, he don't care that they're not in the Champions League. He might be looking, thinking, I could be the guy to bring them back to the Champions League. So, and it's a whole different profile. Like, even with someone like Wissa, you're at Brentford. I've said it before. People might not think it makes a difference, but I've spoken to agents and that, and it does. Your social media following. You've all those things they take into account. It ain't going to be You go to Newcastle, it's on a different level to Brentford. Yeah. When you go on these pre-season tours, you see it, innit? Arsenal, the other day, right? Training game. Just training, open training. Tottenham had an open training day before. I was there at the stadium because I had to go and pick my pass up. They had about decent turnout, but had about 9,000 people, right? Arsenal had their open training, 40,000. 40,000 people to just watch them train, right? I think Liverpool, you had about 30-odd thousand, like the week before. It's a different, when you're playing for those clubs, your profile is different. So you can understand why Wissa will want to go, and play for a team like Newcastle. Newcastle are over in the Far East.
Yeah,
and they had supporters over there.
Brentford just lost their captain as well, so they're not going up the table.
Brentford have lost their captain. They've lost Mbuemo. They've lost their manager.
Spend this money wisely.
No, they're in deep trouble next season. Absolutely.
Hopefully, my sweet prince Kelleher comes out, with a decent reputation still, even if they do get relegated. But I agree, it's going to be a very tough year. When does he end up at Newcastle then? Because as we've known this morning, Isak is the only one in training this morning. They've got a day off. They're looking to bring in not only Wissa, but also another striker. They brought in Aaron Ramsdale. There's still a lot of boxes that need to be ticked when it comes to Newcastle, who haven't actually, if I'm not mistaken, they lost 4-0 to Celtic away. They lost to you. I think they
drew Spurs, though.
Drew of Spurs. It's not been the best pre-season for Newcastle. So when do they get their man?
I think first steps first, they're waiting to see what Sesko says. Because that's their big thing, is that if they lose Isak, they want a big, hungry, good striker that they can rebuild like they built it, Isak. And that will come in the next, today or tomorrow, I reckon. I reckon. So on Wednesday, Thursday last week, Fabrizio Romano was constantly going, in the next few days, in the next couple of days, won't take long. I thought it'd be over the weekend. It wasn't. I think it will come either today or tomorrow. Sesko will go, I want Newcastle or I want United. But I think because he sat there debating, Newcastle probably offering a better financial package to him. They'll be offering him bonuses, like good goal bonuses, starting every minute. They go, look, we're the project, blah, 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 look at United, blah, blah, blah. And then United are going, we are Man United. They are Newcastle. Pick. Like you were saying, like when United call, like it's a cheesy phrase, but like when big clubs knock, it is a different knock to when someone like Newcastle knocks. Newcastle have to present a better package for him, maybe financially, or promise him that in a few years' time he can then move on to a different club. Although, as you said before, those promises aren't always kept. So I think it'll be a case of they'll wait for what Sesko says. If Sesko says Newcastle, they will get that signing done within 48 hours. Because they've prepared to pay whatever it costs, contracts, everything. They'll just give everything. And if it doesn't, they will then, I think, switch to Wissa quite quickly. Because they need a striker anyway. Because what will happen is, if they sign Wissa, people might go, oh, there you go. Now they're going to get rid of Isak because they've signed a striker. But they'll just go, well, no, Wissa's our Wilson replacement. Yeah, and they'll still sit there and go, no, we're not going to sell Isak unless you pay us the money. So I don't necessarily think the Wissa signing will have too much bearing on Isak, but the Sesko signing would.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's how I see it. So Liverpool fans need to watch a lot more carefully what Sesko says in the next 48 hours. Yeah, you are. Than the Wissa one. The Wissa one is kind of, they want to sign a striker anyway. But on the Wissa thing, you're talking about players wanting like canning requests and stuff. I do find it a bit weird why they're all doing it now. Like it seems this summer there's a trend of them doing it now, like Lookman. Mbuemo, for example, said it really early with Brentford when he signed for us. But like you've got Wissa doing it now, Isak doing it now. Because like Isak initially was, but as far as reports have been, like he was fairly nonchalant about it. He was like, I'll stay at Newcastle. Where maybe he wanted to go the whole time, but he's trying to be respectful. And then you just got players that are now kind of couple weeks, season starts in less than 2 weeks. And now they're all coming out and going, I want to move now. And the clubs are just like, for God's sake.
No, but do you know what? As a club, you need to be able to read the room. And Newcastle have been rejected by so many targets, it's almost made up Isak's mind. Because he's like, right, we're not moving forward. Maybe he was sitting there thinking, I'm going to assess the window. Same with Brentford and Wissa. I'm going to wait to see what they do with Mbuemo. I'm going to wait to see what they do with Norgard. I'm going to see what Thomas Frank. And it's just all adding up incrementally. Same with Newcastle. They're getting rejected by so many players. They're not getting their targets in. They're not improving. Isak's at some point going to just crash out and be like, you know what, this ain't going to work. So I think a lot of these players, they were just looking at the clubs and just waiting to see what kind of window we're going to have, and then they've seen now it's not looking good, and they're just making a move.
Yeah, well, they want some good news to come through the door at the minute, Newcastle fans, and Wissa would definitely represent that. But obviously, Alexander Isak could be going the other way. On the Sesko thing, we'll go to United, who did win the Premier League Summer Series trophy.
Big trophy, first trophy for Amorim.
Guess who won it first?
Oh, it was you, wasn't it? In 2023.
Right. Damn straight.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot all about it.
Yeah, I think they did one in 2023 and then one this summer. I think they might be scrapping it because it lost 5.8 million this summer.
Why? Because they just had dead teams.
No one wants to watch that.
But yeah, it's like it was on Sky.
Everton,
like,
Bournemouth, cool. West Ham, and Man U.
Well, it's just like an extension of the Prem, and it's
very competitive.
Okay.
Yeah, like the mid-table to bottom table teams.
Best of the rest.
Dead.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
It's 12th and down, really, isn't it?
We'll finish fifth.
So Bruno Fernandes was quoted after saying we needed more competition for the players that were here, more quality to get everyone to step up more, and I think that is what the club are trying to do. Hopefully we can get one or two more players to help with that. You won the summer series with 7 points. You drew with Everton, but you did beat Bournemouth and West Ham. If you're Sesko right now, because that is the hot kind of talking point between Manchester United and Newcastle United, Sesko, if you're watching United lift up the summer series, is that going to persuade you to head to Manchester?
I think no one gives a shit about the summer series, man. Who gives a shit, really?
No one.
Cool. I'm happy that we played well against Bournemouth, and I'm happy we played well against West Ham. The Everton game last night was, like Bruno Fernandes said after the game, he thought at points were a bit lazy, and he's right. But it's not more than that. He's not calling the team lazy and the squad lazy. I know there's been a load of fanfare about the word lazy, as there is, like, whenever someone says a trigger word like that, whole media world explodes when it's around United. I don't care that we won that trophy. United, if you go on their social pages, not a single photo of that trophy. The only one is like they did a collab on Instagram, but on Twitter, nothing about the teams holding the trophy. Because who cares? It's embarrassing. Yeah, but it's just like a little thing you parade then, like the Emirates Cup. It's like, cool, but if Arsenal lose out, you're not going to have a restless night if Arsenal don't win the Emirates Cup kind of thing. Who cares? But I think with Sesko, who he picks depends on how much he backs himself. Going to United's the riskier option because you've seen Højlund not do well here. Striker situation has been a bit of a graveyard shift. Yeah, because Xerxes as well, he's played better elsewhere. The striker situation, it feels a little, well, as I said, it's like a graveyard shift, or at least it was last season.
Cemetery club.
But if he backs himself, then why not go to United? Because there's going to Newcastle. Newcastle, with all due respect, I think have a bit of a ceiling compared to where United can go just due to our resources, the size of the club, the size of the stadium. So you can go Newcastle as more of a stepping stone, or you can try back yourself to skip that step, go straight to United.
If I was him, I'd be like Champions League all day. I'm going straight to Newcastle.
That'd be one season Champions League.
How do you know?
No, as in he'd be 100% guarantee himself Champions League next season. Let me ask you this question. But then long term,
who's more likely next season to get a Champions League spot?
I think
Newcastle or Man U?
At least pretty dead even. If Newcastle haven't improved, and we have, like you mentioned, Robbie, at the beginning, Cunha and Mbeumo, two very good signings.
15th to 4th though is a massive step
up.
But
who would you go to?
The top four.
I'd go to Newcastle.
I don't think
that. Of the week.
I know probably I get clown from this and stuff, but
if you're a player, you're going to United.
This is what I'm saying.
They're just another.
I don't know. I think Almiron and his system and the way they've played in pre-season, from what I've heard, it doesn't sound very inspiring for a young player. So I'm not banking on that environment being better next season for someone like Sesko. I think he might sway that way just because, like you said, it is Man United and there is like the whole pull power factor of you have the opportunity to kind of change the course and lead the line and become the new number 9. But if you're going with the smart option is obviously Newcastle.
No, this is what I'm saying.
Still
Newcastle is the more logical option, but it's to do with how much you back yourself to be a
I don't think so.
striker.
I think you can back yourself and still go to Newcastle.
Well, yeah, because you're moving up to a Prem club.
You're still going to the Premier League. You're still going to a club that has lost a key player. You got to replace Isak. That's a big weight on your shoulders. They just won a trophy last season, and you're still backing yourself in the sense of it's Newcastle. Like Newcastle got a big support. They still got a big.
Newcastle,
big
it's not.
Newcastle.
Being that guy at Newcastle, you still want to move to Liverpool like Isak has. If you're being that guy, if you can actually become that guy at Man United,
but it's not all down
that
to
is
you.
an entirely thing.
Being that guy at Man United is not solely down to you. It's down to what's around you. It's around.
Yeah, but he'll have more of that. So last season, Højlund had like Garnacho and then first half of the season Rashford and stuff around him. He didn't have great stuff around him because we were playing like shit. The players didn't understand what was meant to be going on in the club, and we finished 15th. I don't think we're a squad. Our squad isn't the 15th best squad in the Premier League. I don't believe that. People can, people can't. Like, I believe we have players who will perform a lot better next season and raise us up. I'm not saying we're top 4, not saying we're Champions League, but Sesko improves us hugely just because he's a good striker. So, the price tag is a whole other thing.
That's
another
my
thing
thing
to
with
talk about.
Sesko, right? And this is not me switching. You can go and watch. Even when I was like, he was being linked with us, I'm just like, where do they get this fee from? What has he done to deserve this 75, 80 million pounds for what? What's he done? I was always baffled. That's me. I always wanted us all along to get Gyokeres because I was like, Gyokeres proven. He's at Sesko's like talent.
It's a safer option for
He's
Arsenal.
great talent. His ceiling's high. Yes, we know that, but he's not actually. He's never even had a season where he scored 20 goals.
No.
Last season, I think he scored about 14.
13 in the league.
13.
Yeah, I'm just like, how does that translate into?
I don't know.
I was comparing it. I was looking. Look at that kid that you bought, Liam Delap. That's the bargain of the transfer window. 30 million.
So pro Liam Delap.
30 million, right? And he's
really
played
wanted
in the
him.
Premier League. First season, he scored, I think, 11 goals.
12 goals.
12 goals in the Prem. And he didn't even play every time. Right? And then I'm looking at Sesko and I'm like, are you what? You know, I'm not saying who's going to become better. He could become better.
Yeah.
But at this moment in time, when I look at those two players, they're kind of similar.
You're paying
and if
for
anything,
what he could be.
If anything, I'd say I'd have to edge Delap.
I would
as
rather
the
Delap.
better player right now.
I agree.
And he went for 30 million and then 70 odd million.
To be fair, Delap,
Sesko.
I would say, is just a steal because he was unexpectedly good at Ipswich last season. Like, I'd say Delap is a 50. Like, his release clause was 40 million, wasn't it? And then it dropped to 30.
Some of these prices are inflated. Ekitike, 80 million. Like, he's had one great season. He flopped at PSG. I'm not listening. Before anyone starts, and not to say he's not going to be a great player. He's obviously very, very talented. You can see some great things in him. He's not a French international yet. He's had one good season. 80 million. They're taking a mick out of us in some of these clubs, aren't they? Over in Europe. Where
And then when it's time to sell players back to them, they're all broke.
Bro,
they ain't got no money.
Betis have made like 50 million in sales this summer and go, we can't afford 30 for Anthony. I'm like, we've watched you get 50 million.
We gave Dortmund 55 for Gittins. Now it's time for them to pay for Chukwuemeka. They were like, nah, we ain't got the money. They've only just come back in now, understanding that it's permanent only.
Gittins, 55 million. He's not even an England international. He ain't played for England.
Didn't he score one goal in 28 games or something last
right?
season?
How is he 55 million? I'll tell you though, they're taking a mick out of us, right? We're actually. I'm looking at some of these things and I'm like, how is that player worth that?
On Sesko's fee,
Not
I think
to say
part
that
of
they can be. Listen, they might come and fly, but I'm just looking at that's what I said earlier with Tyreek George. Tyreek George, Gittins, they're similar. How's this 55 million?
Where does Sesko end up then? Gun to your head, you have to decide. Newcastle, Man United. Where does he end up?
I think he ends up at United.
Yeah, I think United as well.
Unless we try and massively lowball, because Leipzig are swimming, right? They've got PIF-backed Newcastle in for him, willing to pay whatever they want, and they've got Man United in desperate need of a striker who will probably end up caving because we're not in a position to stand there and be strong in negotiations. They are swimming. And I think that's why Sesko's fee is suddenly 65 million. I think if it wasn't in this...
Supply and demand.
Yeah, this is what I mean. That's why I think Sesko's probably a 40 to 50 million pound player. Great potential, blah, blah, blah. Which is still 50 million quid for a 22-year-old striker. He does have like 5 seasons of professional football, but it's a situation. 2 weeks until the season starts.
Can you afford him? Because if Newcastle are
if you buy Garnacho, we can.
This is what we don't need to be doing, and we're not going to. The thing is, I don't think we're going to buy. I don't think we're going to buy Garnacho earlier than needed,
that
which would be the last week
of August, yeah.
or deadline day, because you guys are desperate.
Yeah.
And the thing is with Man United, you can't afford to get yourself into a bidding war with Newcastle for Sesko. Newcastle effectively can bid up to
that's why we haven't bid yet. We haven't bid yet.
Whereas
we're
you guys
for Sesko
can't
to say yes.
Yeah,
to us.
you almost need Sesko to say unequivocally, I'm not going anywhere but Manchester United.
That's exactly what we did with the
that is the club you have to negotiate with. You can forget about Newcastle.
Still no
I'm not
bid
going
though.
there. But I don't know if
that's because we're waiting for his answer.
I don't know if Sesko is willing to risk saying like absolutely no to Newcastle, only Manchester United, when really Newcastle is still a very good move.
Where
And
do you
really the
think
right
he ends
move for Sesko, if we're talking about where he is in his career. Going to Newcastle is probably about right.
We're gonna end up putting pressure on him in the next couple of days to say, right, we need an answer. Otherwise, we're just gonna move elsewhere.
I think he won't go to Newcastle.
Yeah, I
This is
think
my
so
thing.
as well.
You guys need a midfielder and a
Yeah.
goalkeeper, and you all need that really before the Premier League starts. Ideally,
I know.
are you gonna get these things?
I hope, touch wood, if we have settled on Sesko, and Watkins seems like he's not really available anymore. So if we settled on Sesko, and we're going to say we literally need to sort this out in the next 2 days, 3 days, I hope that we go, okay, if we're not getting Sesko, move on from striker. Go get a midfielder. I've been banging on about Baleba. I think all United fans across the country and across the world have been banging on about Baleba.
He'd be
Brighton.
expensive as well.
But I don't see him costing. I see him costing as much as we would pay for Sesko, or maybe a little bit more.
Brighton, you know, they will
this
charge you
is what
minimum
I mean.
£80 million.
But if we're going to end up having to commit, including add-ons, like 75 plus a 30% sell-on clause for Sesko anyway, I would rather, instead of us pivoting and going and overpaying for someone like Watkins or going and paying 40 million for Wissa, I would genuinely be more comfortable. Okay, reallocate those funds to a midfielder, and then because it's not like we haven't signed goals.
You should have gone for
Cunha and
Who's now just
Bruno
gone to
goals.
Pacheco at Chelsea, you should have gone for him.
Well, he's just gone to Burnley, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine.
Like
That would be
I would,
extremely
I would really
keep
like
him.
it if we don't get Sesko because the club are so set on that. Like pivot and go and get a
Tesco
midfielder.
instead.
Go and get what? should we turn up with a Sesko club card to Leipzig?
So, right, where do you guys think he ends up? Let us know in the chat. A few more super chats. Sonny says, Robbie, give Chelsea credit for winning everything. A real gold trophy we have. Stop being a bottle job like your club. I think I've already read that one, but it's good to read it again, to be honest. AGT, are you okay with Liverpool having a starting 11 this upcoming season with no English players? Potentially.
Is that true?
You lost Trent, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, if it wins the Premier League, I'm not sure anyone's bothered where any of the players from, to be honest.
Do you know what? We're not talking about Everton enough. And that's surprising because we have a Liverpool fan as host. I wonder if that's a coincidence, but they're going for Tyler Diblin.
They've
They're
put a new bid in today.
New improved
Yeah.
offer.
You know, like Everton, new stadium next season. I'm liking the look of what's going on over there.
challenges,
Barry
is that
from
what you're
Villarreal. No, not title challenge, but
I would want
half,
to put the
definitely they're
caveat
looking
that
like it right
they
now.
were kind of shite yesterday at points.
Yeah.
It's pre-season, so it's
yeah,
fine.
it's pre-season. But
That's how they are.
they're David Moyes is getting backed, and I'm glad because he deserves it.
Yeah, Tyler Dibbling, they've had a bid in the region of £40 million submitted. They also want Kieran Dewsbury Hall.
40, and he's
from
relegated
Chelsea.
as well.
How much for Kieran Dewsbury Hall?
I'd like to think we could get 30.
30?
Yeah. He's he'll be a very good
He
Premier
was
League
having
player,
a go at
Robbie.
me.
Yeah, but Dewsbury Hall's an established player. He's just
He got
a very
relegated
good.
with Leicester, didn't he?
He's just a very good Premier League player, in my opinion. He's
Why don't you play him a bit more?
because we don't need to. We've got better players. And we've got better midfielders, mate. And that's why we're selling him. Do you know what I mean?
Right, okay.
Welcome to the selling party. This is what it's like.
Now you're
this is what it's
proud
like.
member of
no,
that
we've
party,
always
yeah?
been on this. You know what I mean? It's you that wasn't proud about it before. You want to keep Curtis Jones? I want to keep Harvey Elliott. I love all my scouts, lads. Everybody can stay. Now look at you, selling them all off. They're
Not
all
all of
getting pushed out the door.
Not all of them.
Ruthlessly.
You
How
selling Curtis
much?
Jones?
No, he's chatting rubbish.
All right, but when's
again.
Elliott leaving though? Because you know Elliott's
No,
gone.
if the right fee becomes available, maybe we'll
right
speak
fee.
about it. Robbie, what are your thoughts on Matisse's bet with Laurie? Save your brother, man. Champions of the world, you'll never sing that, says Juno. Cashley Cole says, the Don really thought Asna had a chance to attract Isak. Hold that, you fool, says
I'm
Cashley
happy.
Cole, not
We
me.
got Gyokeres, man. I'm happy. Bro, listen, the Isak thing... The Isak thing, I'm cool. Honestly,
I don't know about that.
I swear to
That
God.
number 14.
Doesn't
Bro,
look nice
I'm
little
cool.
careers.
But celebration
All I wanted,
knee
right?
slide. I don't know.
I wanted a killer. Yeah,
I don't know
and we got one.
I don't
Right?
know.
And I'm happy. Like he scored more goals for Sweden than Isak.
Yeah, but
I'm
who's going to
happy
score
what we
more
got.
goals in the Prem next season?
Where did it get Sweden to? Oh yeah,
Listen.
they didn't even qualify for the World Cup or the Euros.
Listen, I'm happy.
So that's good.
Well, so you're getting Isak then. So then you just
You
killed your
are
own-
firing a shot at your
Robbie,
next
Robbie,
striker right
Robbie's
now.
killed
Yeah,
your
but
own.
I'm not
Robbie,
using the
yeah?
Sweden.
Robbie,
I'm
if you
saying
could-
he scored
I'm saying-
25
Robbie,
goals
if you
last
could
season
pick
in the
between
Prem.
Isak and Gyokeres,
You're
who would you
choosing
pick?
Isak.
Listen, at the start of the window, I
You've
would
No,
won-
no, no, right
No,
now,
no, no,
right now. If
right
you
No, I'm happy. I'm
No,
happy.
no, you're a liar.
Bullshit.
You're a
I
liar.
swear,
You're a liar.
you go and watch the
You're a
videos
liar.
on
I don't believe
AFT.
you. You're a liar.
I don't
Watch
believe you.
videos
He
on
doesn't believe
AFTV.
in
Bro, you got
I
a
swear-
striker that's done back-to-back 20-plus goals.
I
These
s-
man were tracking down
Where's the
Isak's number
14?
plate in
He plays like
2022.
Thierry Henry.
Listen,
Yeah, and they're
right?
trying to. Now you're trying to
Listen,
tell me
right?
now. You
go
prefer-
back, watch AFT. I'm happy.
Too many times.
I'm happy. You know,
You
I'll tell you part of the
can't
problem.
actually
I'll tell you part of the
see
problem.
players in
Part of the problem is, right, is that we all think because Isak is so, the way he plays, the aesthetics is similar to Thierry Henry. We've all got that in our head. But for me, I just want a killer. I actually,
He's a killer.
I actually,
So is Isak.
Of course, he's a killer.
Killer man Isak.
But I'm
That's what
saying,
they all call
I'm
him.
saying we've got ours. I'm happy.
I don't
You
know.
scoring-
Who's scoring more?
If you
Who's
could
scoring
change
more?
right
You
now,
know you prefer Glider.
You would.
No, I wouldn't.
You would.
I wouldn't.
You would.
Listen.
Don't lie to me. Why are you
no,
lying
that's
for?
Stiff, and you know,
Are
come
you,
on,
are
man.
you putting words into
Why
my
are you lying
One of them
for?
stiff.
You put I'm telling you, I'm happy with Victor Gyokeres. Right? If it's the start of the window and you said to me, right, Robbie, choice, Isak or Gyokeres, I would have took Isak.
By the way, Isak's
But-
got 16
hold-
goals for
hold
Sweden. Gyokeres has got 15.
Hold on, right? But we made our choice
Lie.
and we made our choice, right? And we went for Gyokeres, right? Long before the Isak thing. And I'm happy, man. I don't care now about Isak. That's down to you lot.
But you
Newcastle,
did care about
you
him
argue
3 years
about.
ago when you were
Yeah,
desperate
that's
to
3
sign
years
him.
I'm talking about now.
So
I'm
let
happy.
me just ask you.
I'm
one more
happy,
time,
bro.
Just to understand it.
I'm
And
happy.
Arsenal fans at home, please
I'm
be
happy.
honest and get in touch. If Arsenal fans right here, right now, shout out Fatboy Slim, could swap Isak for Gyokeres, are you telling me you wouldn't do that?
I don't know about other Arsenal fans. I'm
You
saying
keep
me
talking.
per. You ask me. You know what you're trying to do. You just keep talking to try and force something. I told you about 10 times. I'm happy.
Really? Okay.
So you keep saying, oh, but wait a minute.
You know,
I'm
that's
happy,
like
bro.
When you say to your mate, he's moved
Personally,
on.
To me-
You still love her?
from
No,
a
I've moved on.
From
To
a
me-
tactical
I
standpoint,
don't love her
when you
anymore.
know
No.
how much Arteta's going to have to adjust to get the best
And
out of
I'm happy
and
about
you know
that.
that Isak is such a
So,
seamless
Matisse,
fit.
Matisse, go and watch AFTV. Watch Transfer Daily every day I've been doing the summer. And I said,
we haven't got time
another
to watch-
reason why I'm happy, right, is the fact that this guy isn't going to be the usual fit. Everything we do, it has to fit. I'm like, I wanted something to shake it up.
Can we do a poll?
I'm happy.
Okay.
I don't know
I'd
about
like to
other
see a
Arsenal
poll.
fans. I'm happy. We got our guy.
honest.
You lot battle it over Isak.
You do.
If
You
get
have
him
to. You
fit,
have to
I'm
take in
happy.
just reading some of the comments. You got to take in the fact the fee as well. Like, is it
Got it for a
55 million
good
for
price.
Gyokeres to allow Arsenal to spend another 60 elsewhere and go sign other players?
We
or
get Eze.
put in, yeah. If they sign Gyokeres and Eze, for example, for the same fee that Liverpool signed Isak for, that's probably better for Arsenal because they needed multiple. Liverpool only need a striker. So they can afford to spend 130
they need a
million on a
centre-back as
striker.
well.
Yeah, we'll
They
get
need,
that,
yeah,
though.
but they
That's
have. But I mean, in the way of
More cash, we
Arsenal
got that.
needs someone on the left
good.
as well as a striker.
I'm very happy with it. And
So
the
it's
thing
probably
is, right,
it's
just
the more
to show you-
sensible move for Arsenal, even though
if you
Isak
wanna
might
see-
be the better player.
If you want to see how happy people are with the Gyokeres signing, go and see the record-breaking, right, shirt sales for the Gyokeres.
What a trophy that is.
Right? No, that's just giving you a thing of how someone's happy.
Yeah, but if it was
You always
Isak, it would
gotta
be the
try and
same.
get
If it was Isak,
Bro,
it would be the same, bro.
You get Isak, and congratulations when you get Isak.
Thank you.
I'm happy with
Appreciate
what I
that.
got. Yes?
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Well, the
All I
people
want
in the
Arsenal to
poll
do now,
don't agree with you.
if Arsenal can go and get Eze, well, it's not just pure Arsenal fans voting in that poll. It could be anybody.
Wow.
I am happy with what I got. I don't care what they say. I'm happy. You asked me the question. I'm
did.
happy.
Okay,
I've got
fair
Victor
enough.
Gyokeres.
Isak
One
ain't
man
even a done.
squabbling
It's not
over
a
Isak.
done
I've
deal
got
yet
my guy.
either. It's not a done deal.
You
You,
wish
you
were
haven't
squabbling
actually
over
got
Isak,
Isak.
innit? They wish they were in that
Are you
squabble.
better,
Listen.
you better
They
make
wish
sure,
they were in that
you better,
squabble.
you better make sure you get Isak as well, because the same way you pushing up your face as well you used to with Zubamendi as well. And that's another guy I'm happy with. I'll tell you, he's looked really good.
I
He's
got
looked
Ralph
really
Ryan
good.
Gravenberch.
Okay.
I'm
Player
happy.
of the Year, Premier League winner.
Exactly. Art.
Ah.
Is that not an example?
Blood.
You
If
didn't get- you didn't-
Zubamendi did want to come
Hold
to
on,
Liverpool,
you
he'd
didn't
be a
get.
Premier League
You know
champion.
what? Just to show you guys, right?
Let's
Because
go.
you run out your mouth about transfers, right? You didn't get Zubamendi. You got Gravenberch.
And then what happened?
He had a wonderful season.
then what happened?
Right? You didn't even make no signings last season.
And
You
we
won the
still
title.
won the league.
Right?
And you made
So
loads.
just relax yourself. Just
I'm
because you're
relaxed.
making
You
these
can't tell me
signings.
to relax, bro.
Just because you're
I'm
making
the
these
champion.
signings, you're just assuming.
Yeah, but I'm the
Oh, we're gonna
champ.
get Isak.
You're
I'll
looking
t-
up at me.
bro.
You're looking up. I'm
I saw
relaxed.
PSG, right? PSG, they had all the Galacticos. They never won that Champions League, right?
That's what you're hoping
They
for.
switched it up and look, they got a team that gelled, that worked for them. There was no egos, nothing, and they won the. It ain't all just because you're making some signs. Don't assume. You're assuming just because you're getting Isak, you're going to win the league.
No,
calm
he's
down,
assuming.
bro.
He's
You're
assuming.
assuming.
No, I said if.
You're assuming because
I ain't
we
assuming
wanted
anything.
Isak before, just because you're getting him now. That I am happy.
You sound a
with
bit
the
rattled.
And I'm not rattled at all. I am happy
what
with the
someone
signing
that's
of
rattled
Victor
says.
Gyokeres, and I can tell you, I've just come back from the Far East,
So have I.
and everyone's walking around like this. They're happy,
Yeah.
right?
Lee
So
Jones
you
is
lot-
running around the corner still to this
Right?
day.
So
You
you,
know what I
lot,
mean?
what you lot do? You go if you want to get Isak, go and do what you do. Spend your money.
Don't belittle it.
I'm not belittling it. It's
You
great.
can do your little
Gonna
thing.
Said
lie.
earlier in the
This
show.
ain't gonna end well for
Said
Robbie.
earlier on in the show.
ain't
It's a
gonna
great
end well for
signing.
Robbie.
Did
It's
I?
going to end well.
No, it
for
is.
It's not going to end well for
Did I?
Robert.
Did I say
When
earlier in the
Isak
show it's a great
rocks up
signing?
not
and
gonna end well
bangs
for
in a
Robert, I'll
hat
be
trick
honest.
on your head
What
top,
if-
It'd be
what if
so
Gyokeres
funny if it
rocks
didn't
up and
happen
bangs
now,
in
by
a
the
hat
way.
They ain't got
trick?
Eze yet.
I'm
it
happy.
just won't though.
I'm happy with what?
They didn't even bid for Eze.
We needed a striker. We got him. We got him at a good price. I'm happy.
Oh, so it's
not gonna
budget.
end well, bro.
Good luck to you lot with
Bargain
your
bucket
Isak
FC.
pursuit.
It's
If you get him,
It's
well
not going to
done.
end well.
Bargain bucket
Oh,
FC.
bargain bucket FC. No, you've totally turned into. You know
I'm
what I mean?
eating steak,
He's got
Robert.
an oligarch
Robert,
now. You know?
Take that
He's turned
Carabao
into a
Cup.
full
I'm
oligarch.
eating
so
sirloin
serious.
You know that?
steak
That's what
up.
I'm
No, the
You know
oligarchs
that?
didn't actually earn
Matisse,
any money.
He turned into a
We've
full
earned.
oligarch now. Now he's telling me
Yeah,
bargain,
of course.
calling me bargain bucket.
Yeah, of course.
Bargain
Well, I'll take the
bucket
bargain
FC.
bucket, man.
I'll
Let's
take
go.
the filet mignon.
I'll take the
Yeah,
bargain bucket.
That's what the champions
Yeah.
eat, buddy.
I am happy.
All
with
right,
Victor
man.
Gyokeres.
You sound like
Right,
one
it's
of
a
them.
great
All football
signing.
fans say the same stuff
fantastic-
until the money rolls in and then they love it. You know what
No,
I mean?
listen. If we could have got Gyokeres and Isak, I'll take it. I'll be
course you
greedy.
take
Like,
it.
but right now,
You'd
I'm
snap
happy. If
someone's arm
Arsenal,
off for it.
Arsenal can go out there and get Eberici Eze as well, and that window slammed
You
shut,
seen the way Palace
I
negotiate?
am a happy guy. Man.
Boy,
But
you better
have to
bring
wait
your
and
money
see.
to the table.
But so far, I'm happy with the signings. that Arsenal made.
CMC says, I want to see LFC fold just based on AGT's smugness. That's what people
He's
want.
so smug.
They're desperate to see
He's
the
just
downfall.
assuming they've won the title, bro. That's the way you're carrying on.
We will win the title. There's a difference.
No, you're assuming.
No, I'm confident that
You're
we are the
assuming you've won the
favourites,
title
and I
because you've
assume,
got Isak, Ekatike thing.
I assume that we will be the favourites this year.
You are the favourite.
You're not
So
assuming
there
the
you
favourites. You are the
You're
favourites.
got
but-
us-
You don't need to assume nothing. We've already told you. It's
Okay.
done.
Well, I'm comfortable in that skin. Look at me.
Telling me, man, I'm
Comfortable.
telling the man I'm
So-
happy. He's telling me I'm not happy because I want Isak. I'm happy with what I've got.
The way you said I'm happy so many times to me
I'm
says,
so happy.
Yeah,
Bro.
it's
When
like,
they come
yeah,
in,
I've
I'm
moved
so
on from that girl, man. I
Last-
don't love her anymore.
when
I'm
that
happy
guy-
with her, innit, babe?
when that
So
guy-
Yeah, I'm
when
happy
that-
with you.
when that
Forget
here we
her.
go
I'll take the
went up,
posters
mate,
off the wall. We'll get
Me
rid of them.
and every other Arsenal fan were absolutely buzzing, and I'm still buzzing.
All right. Well, we
So,
didn't have a great
You go and get,
debut.
you know what I mean? You go do your Isak
So,
thing and thing. You know what I mean? That's up to you, lot. Me happy with one me up. We're nice.
Could have been better though. Anyway,
gone down-
Clara
not
Bitsy
a
Could
says
double
always be
sevens.
better. You're getting
before the
Mbappe.
game, Robbie says it's not a friendly, and all nonsense after the game. He says it was just a friendly, and
Yeah, it's
Arsenal
just a
have more
friendly.
fans than Spurs refer rather than actually analysing the performance.
So
This
listen,
is
we had
delusion.
way more fans. Not the. I was at the game. Clara, if you was there, now I'm starting to doubt if you was there because there was one tiny section. Well, it wasn't tiny, but the smallest section in the stadium
Modest.
was where the Tottenham fans were.
Modest
right?
section.
What, the bench?
And then all the other three sides was all Arsenal. It's facts. Yeah, you ain't got to listen to me. Go and have a look at it.
It's not a surprise, is it, really?
So,
Fair
you know,
enough.
and as I said to Expression, now Son's gone, right? That's probably gone down by about 80% of those fans have gone as well.
Yeah,
They're
true.
going to be dashing.
It's only
back.
It's going to be interesting actually to see, do a lot of those fans retain
The love.
the love for
the
Spurs?
Tottenham
Because
Hotspurs.
literally everyone had on a Son shirt.
Yeah, Tottenham legend and captain Son announces he will leave the North London club after 10 years. He's going to LAFC. Is he a Premier League legend?
No.
Scored over
He's a
100
Tottenham
Premier League
I
goals.
say Prem icon, not Prem legend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legend.
agree.
I think the word legend is thrown
He's
around
a
a
Tottenham
lot.
legend.
Prem
Yeah,
icon.
He's a Tottenham legend.
Tottenham legend, yeah. He's
Premier
a
League
Premier
icon.
League icon because he was an iconic player across the last
Yes.
10 years.
Yeah.
But I'm not putting him in the same category as some of the real legends.
Scholes and Lampard.
Scholes,
and-
Thierry
Yeah,
Henry.
I'd have him
I'd
as
put
like
Ronaldo
a-
in there.
The word great
Best
and legend.
ever-
Can you call him a
You know what I'm
Premier
going to
League
say,
great?
right? I'm going to say best ever player to play in the Premier
nah.
League from the Far East.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course he is. Absolutely.
Wait, who else is there?
Jason Park. But no, I think
Minamino
Son-
won a Prem. Endo won a Prem.
Don't do this.
Minamino.
Don't
You're
do
going to
this.
compare Minamino to
Don't
Son.
do this.
Yeah,
Behave yourself,
I'd
man.
agree with you on that one. Yeah, best from the Far East, but he's
Okay.
not a Premier
Over
League
100
legend.
Premier League goals. So what is he then?
Icon.
An icon.
Is Theo Walcott a Premier League legend?
No.
He's got over 100 Premier League goals, doesn't he?
I'd say he's
does
an
Emerson, so
iconic
does
Premier League
Peter
player.
Crouch.
Yeah.
But he's an
Iconic,
icon. They're not
Tottenham
legends.
It's not just about the goals for me.
Tottenham legend.
They're not Ryan Giggs winning 13 league titles. They're not like
We need to have a
part of
clear
United
difference
08
between,
team,
yeah,
for example,
we need
or
a
Where
like
clear
does
line.
the
or
word
Salah.
great-
I'd say
rank.
Salah is a Premier
Where
League
does the
legend.
word Premier League great rank then?
For me, I
Is
just
he
want to
a
go
Premier
legend
League
and
great?
icon. I don't know about this great thing that you're doing.
No?
This great business is too confusing.
Yeah.
I
Legend,
think-
icon. That line.
I think great's more of an overarching term for just people who are like just great in the league.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the overarching thing. But I
Okay,
think
so we're
like,
calling
legend.
him an icon.
Yeah, I think
You
he's an
don't,
icon.
you don't need a title because Gerrard doesn't have one. So I'm not going to say
No, you don't
need a
need to.
title.
But it's about like I'd say like Gerrard's a legend in the way
That
of.
guy doesn't have a Champions League.
Brother, I'm not even shooting shots. I'm just defending Gerrard because some people in the chat saying you need a title, and I was
You
saying
don't need a
definitely-
title.
you can't need-
A title helps.
Yeah.
But I would say when you become someone like Gerrard, who's like obviously pretty much all his career was at Liverpool, and he was the staple guy at that club for so long. When they were at least pushing, like Liverpool when Gerrard was there, better than Spurs were when.
Would you say Harry
Son
Kane's
was
Premier League
there.
legend?
Yeah,
Yeah, I would as well.
I'd say he's a
I
Premier
would,
League legend.
Yeah.
10 years though, some service from Sonny, and he leaves North London for LA. Can anyone blame him?
No, fair
This
dues.
stage of his
What's
career?
wrong with North London?
Well, nothing. But
done.
I'd
He's
rather
also been
be in
getting
LA,
injuries and
wouldn't
stuff as well, Son.
He's
like
declined. He's
he's
dropped off.
declining. He's got injuries. Go and get the bag. Live in LA. Chill out. Play nicer, chiller football. It's the same Gareth Bale did. Bale went to LA.
It's not
To the same
ice
club, LAFC.
in North London, is it?
I thought we don't make political jokes on this
I'm
channel.
talking about the snow.
Oh, right, of course you are. João Palhinha has joined Spurs on a season-long loan. There's a 30 mil option buy clause at the end of the deal. Surprising that one for me. I just
random,
kind of
yeah.
came out of nowhere, but again, very good acquisition.
good
One
at
player
football.
again they're going to have to replace, and obviously our thoughts go out to him, James Maddison.
Yeah, that was a
That
shame.
did not look good at all. It was a
ACL.
fairly innocuous challenge, but it's an ACL. And
Is that
the-
confirmed?
The luck is just abysmal for him, isn't it,
Rough.
in terms of injuries? He was out most of last season, wasn't he?
It's a shame. Yeah, listen, even though it's Tottenham, I don't wish that on any player. I actually met him the other day at Wimbledon. He was a nice guy as well.
You did
but
meet him, yeah.
It's a real shame. It's a real shame.
And it goes to show again, it was the
It's like
last
Timber.
5 minutes of
Yeah.
a pre-season game on a crappy
yeah.
pitch.
Timber
Could it have been avoided?
Timber did his ACL second game of the season, and that was it. Boom, for the whole year. So I don't see that's his season done.
Done, man.
Such a shame.
There are definitely some issues with
Same with
pitches in East,
Rodri
like,
as well.
in East Asia and stuff
Oh,
like.
no,
In our
there is.
post-season tour, the pitches when we went to Kuala Lumpur and Hong Kong, the pitches were terrible.
Yeah, but you can't just blame it on that because look, Rodri did his in the Premier League.
Oh yeah,
game.
no, I know, but I mean, I think
So
there
did
does tend to be
Timber.
a theme of these pitches not being
Yeah,
as high
It can
standards
lead
as they
to
are.
injury,
Yeah,
can't it? But yeah, James Maddison, as you can see on the screen there, was forced off on a stretcher after just returning from injury for Spurs. So obviously our thoughts go out to him for sure. But how bad does it now look that they didn't get Morgan Gibbs-White with that injury?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Unbelievable, man.
that whole saga was quite hilarious. To be fair,
On Chelsea, though, Jorrel Hato has come through the door. Very good signing. Working on Javi Simons, as we know, heavily linked to Garnacho. You're still selling. Leslie is going to go. Dewsbury Hall to Everton. Things are ticking over in the transfer window for Chelsea quite nicely.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so much to do, and it's mainly sales. Like today, Dewsbury Hall, Leslie Okuchukwu, Chukwuemeka, they all seem to be going.
That's a
through-
tongue
through
twister,
midfielders.
that, isn't it?
Nah,
So,
it's
go
just
again.
calm.
No, both names back to back though.
Okuchukwu and Chukwuemeka.
That's good.
It's calm, bro.
Fair
Listen,
trade.
I know my guys. You know what I mean? I don't know about everybody else's guys, but I know about my guys. But yeah, free permanent sales need to happen there. Dewsbury Hall. I think Chukwuemeka and Okuchukwu are very talented. I think Okuchukwu could definitely do a better job for teams up the league. I think people are sleeping on him, but it is what it is. And Chukwuemeka's had injuries, and Dortmund have got to pay. So, yeah, but we need many more outgoings. There's still Christopher Nkunku. There's still Disasi. There's still Chilwell. There's still Sterling. There's still quite a few deals to get done. Vega's another one to be done as well. So, yeah, Chelsea got so much business to do, outgoings-wise. They have to be like this. They have to be sharp and quick with it. So, it's good, fair play, but this is how it has to be done. When you got this many players on the roster that need to go, then you got to get it done quickly. So, and then hopefully Simmons gets wrapped up because it's been going on for a while now. And
What's the
hopefully
delay
Garnacho
with
doesn't.
that? What's the delay?
I don't really know.
Because it feels like 2 weeks ago it was like very close, and it just kind of like stopped dead.
Yeah, I feel like it's just we just want to just get people out the door because we just want to make a bit more space because there's just There's just players that are just part of like the bomb squad that we're just not going to use.
Yeah, like you've got Nkuku. You need to get rid of
Broja had to go to Burnley
Yeah,
again.
that was an interesting
He's
deal.
been on the books for a while. He needed to go. Gu's gone on loan to Sunderland. Insamino needs to be loaned. There's just need to just clear space, just get people moving on. Argentine young centre back from Boca Juniors.
What do I expect?
Yeah.
That's what I mean. It's just ridiculous. How many
Brother,
signings
listen,
they've
it's
made.
You got like 3 starting 11s in
Four,
your squad.
probably.
You know what always kills me is that video of the gym video of Chelsea players when they're all in the gym together, and there's about 3
No
inches
space.
apart from all of them because you got about 40 players.
We got a very strong starting 11, a very strong second team, which I'll just rather call a rotated team, and then you've got a strong loan army of 11 players probably as well.
and then the 50 billion people in Cobham as well.
Don't worry about Cobham. Everybody's got an academy. Why can't we have one? Do you know what I mean? They're just
No, you
talented.
can. It's just it feels like
We
every
just take
year
your
you
best
spawn
players
in
as well.
3
Yeah,
18-year-olds.
and you're welcome.
Yeah.
Again,
And we
you're
just- and we just done you.
welcome for Rio.
You wanted that Will Wright. We've just snatched him away from you.
You're very
as well.
welcome for
you
Rio.
Thought you had it all wrapped up.
Like
From
the
Salford.
I think Zubermendy's a more bigger name than a guy from Salford. With
Oh,
Well,
Yeah, you're
why-
gonna
why
come
are you in
jumping
for
in.
him.
you're coming and jumping in that.
More attractive proposition.
Yeah,
surely.
is he going into your first team?
No, it won't be. Of course
He's a
not.
youngster. He's a youth.
Absolutely.
We got the hottest young player around anyway, so we're good.
Who's that?
We've got Rio.
Darwin.
Max Down.
oh, it's not Wanyeri anymore, no.
No.
He's younger than
Oh.
Wanyeri. That's why I said the hottest young player. Still love Wanyeri in pre-season was brilliant.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
You lot
What a
need to find out how
prospect
to get 2 of them left footers in the same team. 'Cause
What a
you've got a lot of
prospect
left
he
footers
is.
over there on that side. Not
Yeah,
many
we have.
right.
Absolutely. Donny LFC says, I think Ekitike will bang more goals than Gyokeres. His goals came from a tougher league. Portugal is championship level. Don Lee Mason, you're definitely not done.
Do you think that?
I don't think that.
Okay.
Ekitike won't play enough games.
I think,
to score.
Yeah, I was thinking
Than
now. You know,
Gyokeres.
that's why I was asking the question with Ekitike. Is he?
Let's see what
Listen,
happens.
just how
If
you
he
might
can
be
play in the
feeling
left
because
or
you know.
down the middle.
He'll start 25 games, play 40.
Yeah, there you go. For Liverpool, not winning the league is failure, but Arsenal not winning the league is progress and gets celebrated. Joke club. No bite. Darren
Boring.
James says, is Gordon to Arsenal believable? Robbie's touched on that today in his transfer daily, I believe.
No, I didn't talk about it
No?
today.
Okay.
I don't think that will happen. No.
No, I can't see it happening. Big up expressions. It's only him that can meet Archie Gray and say 50 Shades of Grey. Also, respect to expressions for refusing to accept any more bets with Mr. No Accountability and
Well, you see-
deflecting merchant.
Well, you see, he tried to lie about the previous bet, right, until he got absolutely exposed, right? You know what I mean? Right.
That
And
was
now,
funny.
now I want to make a renewed bet with him, he doesn't want to do it, right? Despite running up his
Should have
mouth
done a
how
trophy
great-
one. That's what matters.
I'll do a trophy one if he wants.
Yeah.
I'll do a trophy one. I'll do a who finishes higher one, but he didn't want to do any, right? Which, you know, cool.
Juno says, if we get Garnacho for 30 mil and it doesn't work out, we'll just
30 mil?
flip him and sell him to Arsenal for 60 mil.
You're not going to get him for 30 mil. Garnacho.
Listen,
Maybe on the last day.
I don't
It'll
want
What
be
do you
him.
need
it'll
another
be
winger?
I don't
around
want him
40.
anyway. I don't want him. But
Another wide player.
if we do get him, it needs to be on the very, very cheap. And Man United have got no.
I think we'll go on loan somewhere.
unless they're prepared to keep him.
We are.
Okay,
The
then
thing is, we are.
Please keep him.
I think.
Even after
it
all
would
the
be-
things he said.
It would be, well, it's just that Amarim's come out and said he's prepared to bring anyone who's back in who doesn't play because the club aren't just going to sit there and cower to stuff. Like it is gamesmanship to a certain extent, but at the same time, I think United was trying to set a precedent of we're not just going to sell players like we used to do, like Van Persie when we sold him for 4 million. And that kind of like Dan James is one of our best sales in recent years at 25. And Lukaku was another big one that we sold, but that was only because he still had so much resale value, and Inter Milan were just willing to bid 75 for him. But I think Garnacho will end up going for about 35, 40 million, like in fixed fee plus add-ons.
That's cheap.
I'm confident that it's cheap. And I remember we spoke about this a few months ago, and you did say to me that Garnacho would be going fair to that, but you also said Mainoo's going, and he's not going anywhere.
How much?
But huh?
Did you say? How much did you say? You think you'll get?
What for Garnacho?
Yeah.
Like 35, 40 million plus add-ons. I
Plus
think it will
add-ons.
because it'll come down to him potentially in the last week of the window if Chelsea like go 20 million and think they can just sit there and go. All right,
Garnacho's
25
30 million. I'll
blah, blah,
take him.
blah.
I think he's a good player.
he will reconsider his options in the last week of the window, or he'll just stay and he'll go in January.
Come get involved then, innit? What's stopping you?
30 million.
He's a
you wouldn't take him for 30 million?
21-year-old winger. He got
I don't
21
want
goals
him.
on assists
Like,
last season. He's
not
not a bad
good.
player at all.
I'm not. If I don't want someone, I'm not gonna change my mind because of the price. If I don't want James Ward-Prowse, I'm not taking him on a free either. I don't want him. Like I don't want the player.
Okay.
Do you
That's
know what
fair.
I mean?
But I think he's a fantastic young winger. 21 goals and assists last season in a season that was just so chaotic and crap for all of us. But he just doesn't fit. He doesn't want to play under Amrim. That's it.
All right, there's a lot of super chats to get through, guys. Robbie, fact check. Preston played 22 games in that league.
Still not 38, though, is it? It's a lot easier to win 22.
ADS says, Robbie, all summer dismissed any Arsenal fan mentioning Isak to us, insisting he isn't for sale. He better not sign for Liverpool. We have receipts. I did see a video of you a couple of weeks ago saying, let's go all in for Isak.
No, listen, I like Isak. I like Isak. At the start of the season, I would have loved to go. But once we move for Gyokeres, I'm happy. Right. Who wants to argue about Isak now? Go and get him. Do what you want. We're good.
Arash.
We got our striker. That's all I wanted
We'll
to
see what happens.
There's a striker coming. We got our guy. I'm happy. You lot argue over that.
Yeah, okay. Arash says, Arsenal fans, mentality of Madrid, trophies of Barnet. Big up Barnet, though, right? Very good North London team.
A lot of haters.
Clara Bitsy. Also,
I think a lot of people are salty because we got Gyokeres.
All right. Yeah, you keep doing that, please, because it gives us more ammo.
It's the start of the season. Everyone's very confident.
Later on down the line. Also, same question for Robbie as I asked for Laurie. Now that Arteta has spent $1 billion at Arsenal, if Arsenal don't win anything this year, are they the new £1 billion bottle jobs? Because he's now spent $1 billion at Arsenal.
That's
okay. Let's
hope
that doesn't come back to bite him.
I just hope that he yeah, if he
doesn't
work
that's
out,
what I love. You know.
Every goal scored against Arsenal, by the way, there's going to be some player.
Someone's going to do that.
It's going to be everywhere in the league. Like when Rashford did his little point thing, and then Saka was doing it.
The Emirates. You're going to end up doing that.
Yeah. Every time.
Just in general. It was a friendly Robert. You're rattled, says SSJ. Tobias says, no one talks about how English teams have 2 to 40 times the budget of the Europa/Conference League rivals, and the gap keeps growing. It's destroying the game. West Side Story says, didn't Liverpool sell Fabinho and Hendo? We always sell. You never walk alone. Alex says, Liverpool got 140.6 million for selling Coutinho.
That was quite a few years ago.
JQ says, I was at the meet and greet, had fun chatting with James and Curtis. Yes, the crowd was huge, says JQ LFC. Big up.
Yeah, well done to you, bro.
Rishab, Robbie, your life would be so much better if you just support the Chelsea. Trophies galore, sun or rain. You can't keep doing that. He's not even played for you yet, man.
Anybody who comes with a bad mind thing, I'm just going like that.
Guys, don't argue with Robbie.
I hope he doesn't.
This is a good one.
It's going to be a long
Mr. Butter says, guys, don't argue with Robbie. Just wait. Just wait for that all to come crumbling down.
But what if it comes off?
Well, what if it does? What if it doesn't?
What do you think? How many goals do you think you'll score
in the league?
Yeah. All comps.
You think you're going to flop, yeah?
I say 17
no,
league
just
goals.
like what you do. So you feel the way you've sort of been thinking, you feel he's going to flop.
Answer me the question. In the league or all comps?
Just do the league first.
League,
I think he gets 14 goals.
That's a bit higher. 17, 18.
Okay.
And then
I'll go 15.
All comps,
15.
I'm saying 25 to 28 goals.
I think
presuming Arsenal get far in the competitions.
I think 17 league goals, 22 all comps.
All right. What is the Isak score?
For who?
For Liverpool.
All right. I'll go all comps or league.
No, league.
League, I'll go 23 in the league. Just what he got last season. Or 25 he got last season, and then an extra 10 in the cup. So I'll go for 32. Yeah,
I'm gonna ask how many pens? How many of them goals were pens?
We're going far.
How many goals for Newcastle were those were pens though? Because you've got Salah who'll be taking your penalties.
4 or 5.
Okay,
that's true. Who's going to take the penalties?
Should be Salah.
To be honest, I've been saying McAllister.
I don't even know if Salah's even a great taker.
He isn't.
No, but he has been taking them.
He takes them. I'd actually rather McAllister, to be honest. He scores every time.
You got to take that ball off of Salah for penalties, man.
Well, so Buzz Lightly started.
Yeah.
Innit?
Everyone starts.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know how this is going to work.
Yeah.
I'm very
you're excited. Don't worry.
That's the diet.
We'll show you.
You know what? There you have it, the dynamic I'm talking about. When
good headache.
Isak steps up to take that ball off of Salah.
Good headache to have. No, he knows his place, man. You can't do that to Mohamed. He's the boy. How many players from the top 6 clubs get 10 plus goals? Not that many these days. Thomas Magnum PI. My Rangers are more likely to win the Old Firm and the SPFL than Amorim and my United have chance of making the top 4. Hoops not invincible this year. Clara Bitsy, the Indian bowler, said he woke up and saw on the internet something which meant believe. Did he see your video outside the Etihad, Robbie? Ronnie Dodge says he was really happy with Mbomo's first 45 minutes. Time Pass Football says Test cricket is like the Breaking Bad series. It's slow, but when it is competitive, it's the greatest sport. DR Sport should cover the upcoming Ashes. I would love that. Me and you in Australia.
He's just thinking of the trip. That's
Yeah,
what
the trip would be sick. Bit of leg spin. Matisse, how would Xavi fit in the squad if he joins quickly? Says Muzzy.
Either play 10, Cole Palmer play on the right like he did against PSG, or play left and Cole Palmer play 10.
Love that. Angry Christmas Baby, what a name. Is Son top 3, top 5, or top 10 Prem wingers? Do you know what? He's lucky to get in the top 10.
Yeah,
No, he's not top 10.
don't think he's top 10.
12,
Not above
13?
Bale, not above Hazard, Ronaldo. We
Salah.
keep going on and on. Yeah, no.
Mane,
not top
it's
10.
not
Left
better than
wing
Mane.
Henry.
Yeah, no.
Kinski, Porro, Ramiro, Van der Ven, Spence, Palhinha, Bergval, Gray, Lau, Solanke, Kudus. I want to see this. Leao. Did I just see in that? No, he's not going to Tottenham. Says Kyle. Emrab says Son was loyal to Spurs, to be fair. He definitely was. Tanishk says, Robbie, a bit off topic, but since you're in Jamaica, I just wanted to know what were their thoughts on the situation of the West Indies cricket team.
And they were cussing, man. Cussing hard, yeah. Because they got bowled out for about 20 or 27.
That is outrageous.
They're really angry.
World Cup this year, this is why everyone's trying to boogie, says Henri. I should say Henry, not Henri. When I see Henry spelled like that, I just say Henri. I'm not saying you are 15th in the league, but you just tied with relegation qualifier Everton. Keep waffling. I think that was directed at you, my friend. Dial Square says the Club World Cup is just a pre-season trophy. Carl Bates says, Robbie, Chelsea signed players with potential. That's why they are able to sell them, because teams see the potential and the low wages. Robbie, when is X getting his £1,000? Hashtag justice for X, says DDW.
Did you not see the episode where
he got exposed?
Exposed.
Claver says EPL flexing their financial muscles to pull talents from the other leagues, just so you have pundits that call those leagues farmer leagues. Saeed says this is why clubs develop their youth players. Rishab says, can DR do a breakdown of the sales that Chelsea have made? They were accounting degrees on display when Chelsea was spending. Need the same energy. Victor says Robbie has to be the most shameless man on earth. Is there not a chance he prefers? There is not a chance he prefers Gyokeres over Isak. Honestly, it's crazy.
Listen, I said I'm happy with what we've signed. At the start of the window, Isak would have been my preferred.
Right.
But once we got, no one knew that Isak was going to be available then. We got Gyokeres. I'm completely happy. Right. Whatever you want to do with Isak, do with him.
Gilno says consensus has fully changed on Chelsea's strategies, almost as if billionaires already wildly successful in other sports know more than Robbie and AGT.
I don't like. Listen. Chelsea have got a clear strategy. They do. I don't like that strategy. I just think it's just like, I don't think it's good for football. I don't. I just think stop piling up loads of players, selling them on. I mean, that's not good for football. That's not good for players. Players like that Chukwuemeka, who was originally at Aston Villa, had a good future there, right? I know this for a fact, right? Because an agent told me this, that Steven Gerrard at the time spoke to him personally, and they were offering him, your pathway to the first team and all that, and he basically went to Chelsea for the money.
I know he's got like 100k a week.
Yeah, I know he's been injured for a lot of that, but he just basically wasted away there, and now where's he going? Burnley.
No, he might be going Dortmund, to be fair. So it might not be over.
And this guy,
he has wasted a few years.
Aston Villa is a top prospect. He could be in Villa's first team now, like a mainstay.
I think he would have been in the same situation Rodgers is in now.
Yeah, and there's a lot of players like that who've gone to Chelsea, right? You know what I mean? And it benefits Chelsea, the club, but does it benefit those players?
Chelsea have made, is that right, 50 signings since 2022?
Probably.
And
50 since Blue Cup.
And wow, Chelsea as the football club know that the majority of those players are being bought just as assets. They're not going to play for the team. So how can that be good for the game if everybody starts doing the same thing?
It's
smart.
It'll turn around.
It's smart. The Todd Bowley guys are obviously a smart guy, the way they do that, but I don't think it's a good for football when you just see players like, last season, 7 goalkeepers, players, being bought in just as an asset. It's not right.
It's not right. Vivek says, who would you rather have, Garnacho, Noni or Martinelli?
Noni, Martinelli.
Yeah, probably the latter two. New striker just to start Havertz up front, says Juno. Clara Bitsy says, only watched Arsenal versus Milan in Singapore. The Spurs game was in Hong Kong, Robbie.
Okay, fair enough.
The Wiz Doc says, AGT, you pointed out that Gyokeres had a disappointing debut. You could say the same for Ekitike and Wirtz.
Listen, Gyokeres was on for less than 10 minutes.
I know, come on.
You know,
You've got to let him
the
live.
guy's got to get his fitness.
AGT is soon hurt about Zubimendi that he's literally looking for anything to throw at Arsenal fans. Take your own advice and get out it, says Lee.
Zubimendi's looked very good in
Gilno. Also, the United fan talking about not caring that Chelsea won the Club World Cup. Your club is in the gutter whilst we're back with Europe's elite. Of course you'll cope. Faceoff says, what if Isak saga fizzles out for the time being and he stays for another season and plays next to Sesko? How will that be? Says Faceoff. Clara Bitzi, even being a Chelsea fan, I have to admit, Max Dowman against Milan, the little cameo, he looked incredible and unbelievable that he's only 15.
That kid's
Did
unreal.
Glock 9 leave his ammo in Portugal? Says Kenny.
man.
And can Isak play
Reload.
3 games a week for weeks? That's why you get Ekatike in as well. And the last one from Salah, Chelsea should be title league contenders. Stop all the excuses. To be fair, with the money you've spent, you should definitely be
Said this last year.
Okay, but challenge.
I don't care about challenging. I care about winning. This is
Okay,
what you
so
guys
win.
don't
Teams
understand.
need to win the league next
You've
season.
signed
You,
50
you,
players
you
in
guys,
3 years.
you guys,
Win then.
yeah,
Win the
exactly.
league.
Yeah, win.
Go
If
on
you don't
then.
win the league, though, go win
Okay.
the Champions League.
All right,
Go win the other cups. Because you're also expected to win the league, and you're also expected to win the league of Arteta in your 5th
Man
or
City.
6th season.
No one's
Man
spoken-
City.
no
No
one's
one's even
spoken about
talking about
City
Pep
for like a month,
Guardiola,
by the way.
the greatest manager of all time.
No
and
one's
Churchy
mentioned
and
City at
Haaland's
all in
relationship.
ages.
So everybody's got to win the league, and only one team will. So what I'm always saying is, consistently, I'm not interested in second place. If you're not going to win the league, go and win the other trophies.
Okay.
It's not
All
hard.
right, and a good way to end it there here on DR Sports. We'll be back on Thursday with another show. Mamo, the last one, says, no, that Arsenal top is quality, not going to lie. It is, I'll be honest. Arsenal do always come with the nice shirts. I have to be honest and say that.
What a
Win
trophy
something,
that
innit?
is.
Just need to win something, don't you? Dylan, shout out to you, my friend. Thanks for coming on DR
Thank
Sports.
you very much,
Big up.
AGT.
Appreciate it. Matisse, better late than never. Always great to see you.
Now you think you're funny, innit? At least I'm here.
Just trying to wrap
you
up
weren't
the
here
show.
on, you weren't here on Wednesday, was ya?
Yeah, I live 200 miles away. You live 6 miles away.
Mate, listen,
So
it's
you
the
know,
same train's one.
Lizzie Line had something for you, sausage. Anyway, Robbie, good to see you back again.
Nah, you.
Well,
That's rough.
rude, actually.
That's rough.
No, that's all good. You made your bed. You've made your bed. Yeah, you lied.
That boy better bang
He
goals from
he
game week
doesn't
1.
score.
Because if he doesn't,
You're okay. You're wishing it,
if
innit?
he don't score,
You hate us.
Just like
man.
you're
Bunch of
hating on
haters.
us.
We will
Every
be
time they see it,
every
they cry.
game week he
Not
doesn't
really.
score, we
Cry,
will be
man,
there.
yeah.
I reckon
Cry
every
with laughter.
Gyokeres misses another 1,000 live viewers on this
I'm
show
telling
every
you,
single time.
Every game
gonna
he
get
doesn't score, you're in
tasty,
trouble. You
people.
better
Don't
score.
worry.
Right, we'll be back on Thursday. The Community Shield is on Sunday. It's kind of the curtain raiser of the season. And then next week, we're back, aren't we, for the start of the Premier League season. I can't wait here on DR Sports. We'll have it all for you. Big up to you for watching. Thank you for all your chats. And we'll see you again on Thursday. Take care.